the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's our buck host Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New meeting today, USA Boxing. We are back. We back up in this BIH, man. Yes, sir. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend that the old boy, Coach Malachi Williams, the YouTube's, the YTBC's most hated, is back by popular demand. Let me give myself a round of applause. Let me turn this ceiling fan on, man. Oh, we're going to have a good show today. The show going to be a good one, boy. Boy, let me tell you something. What is it? What's going on, man? What's going on, man? Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to laughing. What's going on, everybody, man? I'm feeling good right now. The old boy feeling good. Boy, I'm feeling good, boy. I ain't gonna even lie to you, boy. I know when I'm happy, the Wakandas are mad. Boy, you know what? They hate that name Wakanda, boy. I don't know what is it about that name Wakanda that they hate so much. They hate that name Wakanda. They take it personal. They think it mean, oh man, you attacking black people. No, sir. Wakanda, I'm not attacking black people when I say Wakanda. I'm attacking niggas. There's a difference between a black person and a nigga. You follow me? And there's a bunch of knick-sack selling, wannabe rappers, fake gangsters, thugs, live their lives vicariously through fighters and promotional companies, Wakandas out there, and Wakanda YouTube channels. And they are in their 50s. They are in their 40s. They're in their 30s. So they don't like that. Guess what? I don't care what you Wakandas like. I will continue to call you Wakanda because I can. It ain't shit you can do about it. True. Tell them why you're mad, son. Tell them why you're mad.
Moms, you know what I'm saying? That's my word.
A lot of you niggas living with your mama still in your 40s and 50s and 30s. A lot of you niggas, knick-sack selling. I tell you all the time, you drinking all the kids' juicy juices. Drinking all the milk, eating all the cereal. The kids ain't got no Frosted Flakes to eat because you ate them all because you were smoking on the knick-sack with your homeboy all night while playing the PS5. And you on YouTube all day threatening people, talking about what you're going to do. You're going to pull up. All that stuff there. Boy, hush. True. And that's my main man, Mark Nash, would say, you go to your YouTube daddies, the aerosexual YouTube channels, and the Wakanda YouTube channels. You go over there, get you some heart, and hide behind your avatar, and then talk all this gangster stuff. Guess what? The toe tagger and body bag is here. I am your worst enemy on YouTube. Guess what? If you hated me yesterday, I promise you, I'm going to say some shit today that's going to make you hate me even more. True. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yes, sir. We do not play over here. We toe tag and body bag. We do not play. But let's get into the show. Shout out to let's see who we got here, man. Shout out to Major Key Boss. It look like Major Key is in the building. It look like Major Key is in the building. Shout out to Major Key. Another one. Shout out to Lisa Bales. Shout out to Jamario. Shout out to Ruben Gutierrez. What's going on, fam? L. Harvey. Shout out to Martin King Boxing. What's going on, fam? Nelly Content. Jaime Rivera. What's going on, baby boy? It is what it is, man. Yes, sir. Knockdown 305. Dade County's finest. It is what it is. It's the nigga you love to hate. Coach Malachi Williams. I'm finna body bag these niggas today. I'm gonna warn you. If you're a Wakanda nigga, you might want to leave the premises. I'm gonna be nice. If you're a Wakanda nigga, you might want to leave the premises. I got niggas scattering like roaches when the lights come on. I've been doing this what? I ain't been doing this 2 years yet. But do you notice something, guys? I want you to see something. I want you to see something before I get into the show. Shout out to Drew. Hey, okay. Put up in that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What you say? Drew say, he said Coach came on YouTube, and in a year he bodied the Alphabet Boy community and the PBC defenders narratives and caused a civil war in the LDBC. Hey man, you know I ain't saying I'm causing a civil war over there. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I am the one that came in and bust that whole narrative up. I am the one that came in and bust that narrative up. I'm the one told you because I came from the contest community of the Nation Islam 25 years. I told you that this fake pro-black shit on YouTube is fake. I told you it was fake because I see guys, they say they're pro-black, but what they do, all they do is attack other black fighters. So they wasn't pro-black, they was pro-narrative. And what I realized, these are niggas online. Nigga YouTube channels, aerosexual YouTube channels, Wakanda YouTube channels, and I expose them for the frauds that they are. That's all I did. That's all I did. And now I got my foot on their neck. This is a question y'all need to ask yourself, though. You got people who've been around for 10 years, 11, 12 years. And when they go live, they have, they have like 400, 500, 600, 700, 800 people in their lives. I got 16, and they got 154,000, 160, 170 something, 180,000 subscribers. Some of them even have 200,000 subscribers. Me, I only have 16,000 and some change. And guess what? When we go live, we have numbers just as big as theirs. You got to ask yourself that question. I wonder why. How does a small guy like me, small channel like me, have 600, 700 people, 500, 600 people in the chat watching our lives, and I'm damn near up there with the guys who got 154,000, 200,000, 1,000 subscribers and been around for 20 years? Got to ask yourself that question. I wonder why. True. We're here. Shout out to Drew. What to say? Oh yeah, I got you, Drew. Drew, you know what? You dropped the quarter of a dub on your boy, man. So it's only right that I get you right.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Let's go. Let's get into the show. Now, shocking. This is shock. Now, we had Rick Glaser on here last week. Rick Glaser already revealed that Deontay Wilder did Wilder Helenius did 77,000 pay-per-view buys, right? But, a lot of people who were in denial, I can't believe nothing he say, yada, 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 blah, that's why they still counting the numbers. I even saw Jabba the Hutt put a post out there saying they still counting the numbers. You can't believe what these dudes putting out there on the internet. They still counting the numbers as though they did millions. So Dan Rafael, the guy who they love Dan Rafael when he's put something out there that fits their narrative. Dan Rafael came back, because I was putting that pressure on his neck. On Twitter, we were putting that pressure on Dan Rafael's neck. You was quick to pull out them, release them Canelo. You were quick to report those Canelo, Dimitri Bivol numbers. You was quick to put out the report on those numbers from your sources say. But when it came to Wilder and Helenius, you ain't want to say nothing. So we were putting that pressure on his neck. But Fat Man Dan had to come clean. He had to come clean because we were putting that pressure on his neck. Then he came out and said that it did 75,000. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Shout out to the Undisputed Talk for dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Rick was trying to be nice. He added two more. I'm just saying, B. I'm just saying. The cash cow. Shout out to Bishop Don Magic One. For dropping them $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say facts. Keep killing them, coach. Yes, and that's what I plan on doing. I do not plan on stopping anytime soon. Shout out to Drew. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, he said, Coach, I'm gonna need you to give us a Money Mayweather impersonation. Like I said before, Drew, you know what, Deontay Wilder, hell of a fighter. Robert Helenius, hell of a fighter. All of my fighters over there at the PBC, like me, Al Heyman. When you're dealing with Al, you're dealing with me, and when you're dealing with me, you're dealing with Al. Even if you don't see Mayweather promotions on that banner, you're still dealing with Mayweather. You know what I mean? Nothing goes on without money, mate. You know what I mean? My sweat equity is what built the PBC. This is why you're over here. This is why you say I would like to thank Al Heyman because of me. I did it first, and now I'm having my next fight on the zone. Leonard, I'm gonna need you again. I'm having my next fight on the zone. Floyd, oh my gosh, Floyd, why are you going back on the zone? Floyd, please don't go on the zone. They're gonna clown me on Twitter. They're gonna clown me on social media because I was picking at the zone and talking bad about them for years. Leonard, shut up, Leonard. I'm the brains of the operation. Don't worry about it, Leonard. Don't worry about it. Oh, Floyd, please don't go over there. You're gonna embarrass me, Floyd. Please, they're gonna clown me. Oh my gosh, I got a net worth of $10 million, Floyd, but I be on here arguing with these guys on YouTube and Twitter all the time. I don't understand. Please, Floyd, don't do this to me. Leonard, don't worry about it. You're gonna get your old job back. You're gonna give me my old job back. Yes, Leonard, don't worry about it. You're gonna get your old job back. What do you mean when I still massage your chest? Yes. Can I play Make It Last Forever in the background music? Yes, Leonard, you can do that. You can play the background music. Yes, you can. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Floyd, because Tank laughed us. Leonard, don't worry about Tank. We're still in negotiation with the Ryan Garcia fight. Don't worry about that. You just do your job. Here, Leonard, here goes the spit bucket. Leonard. Hold this spit bucket and go get the Vaseline. Leonard. Are you still good with the hands? Yes, Ron, I'm still really good. I've been practicing a lot. I was just hoping that you give me an opportunity to massage you down again. Don't worry about it, Leonard. You still in the car? Like I said before, I gotta start calling Floyd Mr. Like I said before, shout out to
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Shout out to Mr. Calderon. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Boy, shout out to Knockdown 305. What you say, fam? Dade County's finest. Shout out then a midget on his knees trying to slang keys. You say them alphabet boys ducking the numbers. Like you say, what you say, like they duck their landlords. Yeah, ducking the numbers like they duck their landlords. Remember I showed you one of them broke ass niggas over there talking about something, begging his subscribers for money to send back home to his wife and kids. But he be the one online doing the most, talking about, this fighter, Dan Crawford, he a fool, he don't know how to do business. He dumb. He don't know how to do business. Man got a net worth for $8-9 million. Nigga, you broke. Going to work. And you in a motel, not even in a hotel, you in a motel, broke. Oh, these broke niggas be doing the moves. They be doing the
Down
moves.
from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Lady Shan in the building. Salute the Lady Shan. Like I said before. It is what it is. Now, I'm not here to talk bad about Deontay Wilder. I'm not. So I don't want nobody thinking that I'm going to roast Deontay Wilder. I'm not going to roast Deontay Wilder. I'm not. Because this is, in my opinion, this is not, I just think that this is an indication of where we're going at with the pay-per-views. You get what I'm saying? And what happens is when you make non-pay-per-view fights, when you put non-pay-per-view fights on pay-per-view, this is going to be the end result. Now, we do have the illegal streaming and stuff like that. It is what it is. But I'm not here to push any narratives. I said time and time again, I'm pro-boxing, dog. I don't care nothing about no apps. I don't care nothing about no promotional companies. I don't care nothing about no promoters. I don't care nothing about none of that. You care about that. I care about getting the fights. Whatever revolution you trying to start while you working on a white man's job, whatever revolution you trying to start online, guess what? That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. And if I got to push your narrative and talk that Wakanda talk in order to be down with you, guess what, nigga? Fuck you. You can get off the block. Don't need your friendship. Don't need your subscribership. Yeah, I'll holler at you. You get what I'm saying? I don't play no games when it comes to that shit. Because a lot of these niggas talking, they ain't been through what I've been through. They ain't do the security that I done. Been to the cities and the projects that we had to do security in with no guns. I know dudes who really doing this stuff. All this keyboard stuff, I told you this YouTube shit fake. But let's get into the show. Shout out to Ivo Dave. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said this is indicative of the vocal minority not supporting their fighters, despite talking the most crap online about support. Oh, you know what? We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that, Ivo Dave.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Shout out to my dog, PBC Central. He say, Coach, you hate.
To this day.
Coach, you hate. You hate. Sign the contract. Shout out to my dog, PBC Central, man. Salute to you, fam. Now, let's get into, let me read my open soliloquy, then we can get into the show. Let's get them lights up. I'm finna drop the phone lines early. I'm finna drop the phone lines right now. Just give me 1 moment. According to Dan Rafael via Twitter, oh, he the white man. That's the white man. Now, we can't believe nothing the white man say. He the white man. How you know Dan ain't hating on him? How you know Dan is the white man? Okay. I know your skin color politics very well. Shout out to Drew. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said they ain't study under Dr. Khalid Muhammad like you. I actually done security for Dr. Khalid Muhammad. Every time he came to Florida, we had to do security for him. I was a part of the security detail when he came to Sarasota on Juneteenth, when he came to Miami, when he came to Tampa, when he went to Jacksonville, even when he went to Atlanta. You know what I mean? When we was in that region, the southern region, we, the brothers who can make it, we did security. So, but I'm not here to even talk about that. RIP to the Dr. Khalid Muhammad. Let's get into the show, though. It's a shocking. Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius sold 75,000 pay-per-view buys. Adrien Broner leads the PBC? Question mark for both of those. According to Dan Rafael via Twitter, Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius sold. They actually did 75,000 pay-per-view buys. You know when Rick Glaser was on here. He said 77,000. A lot of the Wakanda niggas was mad. Oh, Rick Glaser racist. We don't like him. We can't believe nothing. He say, okay, but do you believe what Dan Rafael say? Oh, no, I don't believe nothing Dan Rafael say. Okay. So who would you believe? Because Al Heyman don't talk. Fox ain't said a goddamn thing. And guess what? Booker Ray Leonard in Florida ain't saying nothing. And the Alphabet Boy channels, they radio silent on them pay-per-view numbers. So guess what? Ain't nobody coming out disputing what they're saying. I don't see no executive from Fox saying, oh man, they lying, man. They ain't never met Martin Luther King. They lying, man. They lying about them pay-per-view numbers. Man, Wilder did 3, 4, 5, 600,000. They lying, man. Fox ain't said a word. The entire PBC roster, they ain't said a word. Sam Watson ain't said a word. Tom Brown ain't said a word. Shelly Finkel ain't said a word. JD's ain't said a word. Malik Scott ain't said a word. They ain't said a word. You can believe what you want to believe. I don't care who you believe. Don't make me know, never mind. I'm going to tell you guys like this. Your hang-ups are not my hang-ups. I'm not here to convince anybody to believe anything. Dan Rafael said he did 75,000. Now, whatever's in your Wakanda mind, whatever you want to put in your Wakanda mind, believe what you want to believe. Tell yourself what you want to tell yourself. But you might want to leave this show today. True. Because you got some nigga-splaining to do. You got some nigga-splaining to do today. Because all this capping y'all be doing online, boy, the numbers ain't adding up. The numbers ain't adding up. Y'all do a lot of niggas. You got some niggas planning to do today. Y'all do all this capping online. You would think that it was millions of y'all, and we just gonna come in droves and we support. I told you these Wakanda niggas are broke. I told you they broke. I told you they Nick Sack selling ass niggas. I told you they be on that PS5 playing the PS5 all day. They told that fake black power shit, power to the people shit, but they ain't on none of that because all they do is attack black fighters. These niggas is fake, they phony. I'm the one that came on the scene calling them out on that. Guess what? I was right. True, true, true. I ain't down with your favorite YouTube channels. Just letting you know. This YouTube shit fake is phony. Just being honest with you. Telling it like it is. If I gotta kiss your ass to be down with you, nigga, fuck you. Bye, Felicia. Let's get into the show. According to the white man, Dan Rafael, via Twitter, Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius sold only 75,000 pay-per-view buys. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog, Smith & West. Smith & West, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Smith & West. Shout out to Smith & West. I'm here to body today. Anybody want to unsubscribe, please leave. Please leave if you want to unsubscribe. I will replace you. I know what I'm doing. True, true, true. This is terrible in so many ways for Fox and the PBC. The good news is Deontay Wilder got the knockout. That's the good news. The bad news is the people have spoken. And it appears that the pay-per-view model in America is dead as a doorknob. No one is motivated to buy pay-per-views anymore. They're not motivated to spend top dollar for pay-per-view fights, for non-pay-per-view fights. Pay-per-view used to be for special events only, guys. But with Ortiz versus Charles Martin flopping, only doing 25,000 buys, with Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios doing less than 40,000 pay-per-view buys, and with Ortiz versus Ruiz doing less than 50,000 pay-per-view buys, and now Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius doing only 75,000 pay-per-view buys, signals the new era in boxing. Signals a new era in boxing. Now, Rick Glaser broke the news. The guy who a lot of these Wakanda niggas don't like, no problem. They broke the news first. He broke it first on this show. And he did it on Twitter and came on this show. When I brought him on the show, Rick told the world that Deontay Wilder and Robert Helenius only did 77,000 pay-per-view buys. You know what I heard from Wakandas? Oh, man, why you got Wakanda? Why you got Rick Glaser on your show? Why you got the oppressor? I had a dude leave me a chat said that Rick Glaser was the oppressor. You got the oppressor on your show. You got the white man, the oppressor on your show. And why you got him on there? And he lying and spreading lies. That man lying. That Wilder did more than that. Okay, if you look at the white man as the oppressor, this is to you Wakanda niggas. Why does Deontay Wilder have two white managers? So he got the white oppressor in JD's and the white oppressor in Shelly Finkel. His attorney that took Tyson Fury to court in order to force that third fight, take him to arbitration, that was a white lawyer. Oppressor. The bomb squad who makes Deontay Wilder crown, who made your king a king. This to you Wakanda niggas who put the crown on his head. Donalo and Crowley. Guess what? They was white from the LGBT community. Guess what? You got two oppressors right there. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, I'm not the one. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. True, true, true. I take your fake ass pro-black Wakanda narrative and throw that shit right back in your face. Call me what you want to call me. Guess what you won't call me? You won't say that I'm lying. You want to know why you won't say that I'm lying? Because I got the receipts. True, true, true. Now, some people said Rick was lying and he was hating on Wilder and the PBC, only to find out from Dan Rafael that he was right. Sometimes when you don't like the messenger, you reject the message. But the truth can stand on its own merits, regardless of who it comes from. You get what I'm saying? You would think that of all of the Wilder supporters online, on YouTube and Twitter, that they would have purchased more pay-per-views to show their support for the Bronze Bomber. See, this show isn't about Wilder. This show is about you, Wakanda niggas. This show is about you. I'm going to tell you about your ragged asses today. But this goes to show you what I've been saying all along. The Wakandas may argue and fight all day online about their favorite fighter, but when the rubber hits the road, they're broke, they're busted, and they're disgusted. Let's see what happens later on in the future when other companies try to put non-pay-per-view fights on pay-per-view. In other news, Adrien Broner made the big announcement yesterday, and where I showed it on my live yesterday, that he's officially left the PBC and he has signed to the black company BLK Prime in a 3-fight deal. I don't know nothing about BLK Prime, guys. Not gonna lie to you. It's a streaming service. They're not a promotional company. They're not a management company. It's a streaming service. I know nothing about them, good or bad. Okay. Now this news came out of nowhere. I even showed the actual press conference live on my show yesterday entitled Great News. Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia agreed to fight each other in January. But there's only one problem. That was the video that you can find it on yesterday's video. This came out of the blue. The crazy part about it is this. The news was broken by Blue Blood Sports TV on Adrien Broner's Instagram Live. Now, I know nothing about BLK Prime, just like I knew nothing about the PBC when they first formed 8 years ago. But me being a fan of the sport of boxing, I only care about seeing the big fights and just the fights in general. And whichever company can bring me those fights that I want, that's all I care about. I leave defending and promoting to you Wakandas. What did you guys think about AB leaving the PBC? Do you guys think that other fighters will follow suit? How do you guys feel about Deontay Wilder and Wilder Helenius selling only 75,000 pay-per-view buys? Face of boxing, huh? Let's get into the show. Let's get into the show. Let me drop this phone line so y'all can call in. Shout out to the Undisputed Talk. Hey, okay. For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Wilder first to believe in him was white. He said Wilder first to believe in him was white. I guess you're trying to say the old white guy who Wilder called his pops. Yeah. You're talking about that guy right there. Shout out to Real Dude Uprising. Hey, okay. For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Real Dude, what to say, fam? He said they are stuck clucking, coach. He said you tell the real. And again, I'm not here to bash Wilder. I'm not bashing Deontay Wilder. I'm just telling you the truth. See, Wakanda is not real. Wakanda was created by white people. The PBC was funded by white people. The promoters who promote the PBC fights are promoted by Tom Brown, which is a white person. Deontay Wilder has 2 white managers. He has a white lawyer. The old white guy, I got the video. The old white guy that introduced him, I think the JDs that he called his pops who believed in him, that was a wild white guy. The dudes who created his costumes were 2 white people from the LGBT community. The guy who made his costume that you guys praised, not his costume, his statue, was a white guy. I got the receipts. So don't come to me with this fake pro-black, we got to stand on cold stuff. You niggas don't stand on the cold. I got the book. I got No Nearly Fuller very well. I know his word. I studied it. You ain't on cold. Don't come over here with that shit. Don't come over here with that. I'll body you niggas on this shit. For real, though. Let me drop the phone lines, man. Let me drop the phone lines. 530-494-9636. Call into the show. And to see, this is the thing, right? Y'all do all that capping online. But the fact of the matter is, it's white. Those are the facts. You niggas didn't even support your king. Deontay Wilder, the bronze bomber. Y'all didn't even support your king, but you do all this arguing, fighting, attacking other blacks online, but you don't even support your king.
To this day.
The man only did 75,000 pay-per-view buys? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, it's Ivo Day from California, coach. Just wanted to come in and give my 2 cents, I guess.
All right, hold on, let me write your name down. Ivo Day from California, talk to me.
So honestly, I was a little surprised with the pay-per-view numbers because honestly, I was under the same mindset as Julius from Ring IQ. I thought, yeah, it's a comeback fight. After a loss, I thought maybe at least 300,000, but damn, 75K, that's bad. people when it comes to like these particular fighters, they're very defensive online about them. Yet I don't see the support apparently in person. I'll admit it, I didn't buy that pay-per-view fight because I knew it was going to happen. There was no point in buying that pay-per-view, in my opinion, especially on the same day as especially on the same day where I could have a fight on. I think it was on ESPN. It was Cambosos versus fucking Devin Haney.
Yeah.
So like if that fight is free, well not free. Why would I pay $80 for this fight?
It ain't even that. It's just that, you know, it looked like his supporters didn't even buy the fight. His supporters didn't buy the fight. If you go to any of these Alphabet Boy channels, these Wakanda YouTube channels, they talk all this revolution stuff, all this, we got to take it to the man, we got to stay on code, while attacking black fighters like Crawford and Joshua and stuff like that. All you niggas do is attack black fighters, and then now when your king have a fight, y'all don't even support him. You want to know why? Because you're two-figure niggas, you're going half on the Nick sack, and you're broke, ain't got no money, hide behind avatars, living with your baby mama, not paying your child support, won't pay your mama back her money, living in your baby mama's Section 8 apartment while playing the PS5 all goddamn day. Let me let you go, man. We got other calls calling in. Shout out to Avo Dave. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Avo Dave. Yeah. I want that Wakanda smoke today. Wakanda YouTube channel or doesn't matter. I want that Wakanda smoke today. Call me. I'm on one today. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, man, it's Undisputed Talk, man. I'm calling from HTA.
Undisputed Talk. Talk to me.
Hey, man, check it out, man. Wilder, you guys see this documentary while he was fighting. This dude literally had, you know, JD, don't misquote me on this, but I know that JD didn't even charge this man because he believed in him. And that man is white. Yeah. The same guy that for his first sponsor, the dude just went into a bar and told him, man, I'm the heavyweight champion of the world, right?
Yeah.
The white dude was like, you know what? I believe in this young man. He didn't say black man or feel some way about him. Mm-hmm. He bought the man his first sponsor. You know, all these LDBC dudes missing the whole point that all the people that's there for him and rob behind him were white people.
Yep.
That's it kind of stuff with when I went to the Wilder Fury, I think it was the second fight. Mm-hmm. Well, you know when I was next to other white people that were standing there and they were screaming, "Wilder, Wilder, go, go, go!" Right? Yeah. Then Wilder came out with this, you know that song, that black song, black this, black pride.
Yeah.
So,
he had the rapper,
all the white people.
He had the Black Lives Matter rapper in there with him and shit like that. And he got his ass whooped on Black History Month. Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. All the white people start looking like crazy, like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like, we here to support you against this man overseas, Fury, and you bringing about race. And so a lot of them turned and started cheering for Fury. They were Wilder fans, but once he brought that race shit up, it all like, dude, what the fuck? Because it wasn't about that at first until we were fighting for 400 years, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit got like all race motivated, bro. That shit didn't make no sense.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. Doggone. It is what it is, man. I just point out the double standards and the hypocrisies. You know, that's my job is to show you that these dudes is fake as a $3 bill. They're not who they say they are. They're frauds.
Oh, let me say one thing too. I think that these LDBC dudes, they should go ahead and show proof. Like all their channels should show receipts that they bought pay-per-views because I'm tired of this bullshit, tired of this, all this matter shit. And once they show receipts, then they got something to stand behind. But until then, I don't want to hear nothing. I appreciate you letting me call in, man.
Hey, man, shout out to Undisputed Talk, man. Salute. See, our good brother Deontay Wilder, he's going to be all right. He's a multimillionaire. He's going to be all right. But guess what? Listen, you half on the Nick sack niggas. Y'all didn't even support your king, dog. Y'all didn't even support your king. You threatened me online. All last year, y'all threatened me about your king. Saying you're going to pull up, sending me gun emojis, all kind of stuff. Y'all didn't even support your king. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Be more honest, Troy Graham. What's up, coach?
Troy Graham from B-More. Talk to me.
You know, I've said this once 1,000 times. With those lights go off, Deontay Wilder is probably a real decent dude, man. But whoever told him to create a character, Bronze Bomber or whatever, and go and do what he did, they messed him up because his real life story is much more better than that. Single black father, young boy, young man from the country, trying to do good for his child. Mm-hmm. He could have went so much further in his career with that real story.
With that story. Yeah, I agree with that. Now he's a multi-millionaire though. He's a multi-millionaire, so he did well. He did well for himself. I think Wilder problem. What happened with Wilder was he hooked up with them Wakanda YouTube channel. Once he hooked up with them fake conscious community, want to be on code niggas, the alphabet boys. That's where he went wrong at. That he hooked up with them niggas, those fake pro-black niggas who don't give a damn about nobody black. They pimps. They attack black fighters. All of this stuff, and what the characters that they portray online is different from from how they live their lives offline. You get what I'm saying? You know. So that I think that's what happened, and now he sees, man, these niggas ain't even about my pay-per-views. The Wakandas is broke. There's no more vibranium. The vibranium is gone. Go ahead, Story, because I got other calls calling me.
Yeah, right. But you know what, Coach? You know, some people could get into this business and make change, whereas they make change for their pocket, or they could make change in real life and still get paid. Mm-hmm. He had a chance to do that, man, and he messed up, because I still got the Newsweek article of him holding his daughter. He won the bronze. I think he won the bronze medal then. Yeah, bronze medal. Yeah. Still got that, man. And I used to follow his behind too, until he said, I want to kill people. I want to kill everybody in the ring. But look, last thing, Martin had this. I don't know if you saw the episode of Martin when he did the pimp show or whatever. Yeah. And the dude was like, he's a part-time broad and a full-time fraud. Yeah. That's Wilder's situation right now. He's a fraud. I'm not here to talk about Wilder, talk bad about Wilder. I'm gonna let you go because I know you can get winded. But that's all you want to say? Because I'll address what I want to say. Yeah, man. You know, I wish he would show his real self all the time when the lights are on, man. The dude's a good dude, I believe.
Yeah, I believe he's a good dude.
All right, man.
Shout out to Troy. Yeah, I'm not here to talk bad about Wilder. I'm not here to talk bad about Wilder, man. I just want to show that these Wakanda niggas. I told you these niggas, bro. I told you they Nick sack. They got a net worth of 2 figures. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach Malachi to Electro Jet. How you been?
Electro Jet, talk to me, fam.
I just want to say thank you for just saying the truth, because as many channels as I've been on, you know, I've seen so many people talk so much crap, like you said, and they're on different channels for like 8 to 12 hours out of the day. You know they're broke. They ain't paying for no pay-per-views. Mm-hmm. They talk all the smack. It makes me mad. And then they swear up and down they are the GOAT when it comes to information on boxing, and they know everything. Thank you for speaking and exposing the BS. You don't know how much I appreciate you, Coach Malachi. Thank you very much.
Shout out to Electro J. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Electro J. See, Fissy on the Fights in the building. Shout out to Fissy on the Fights. Shout out to my sister Fissy on the Fights. Shout out to Lady Shan. You know, you guys know when I came in the game kicking the door in. Exposing these frauds for who they were. They didn't even support their king. The king that Donato and Crowley crowned. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach. This is Jerry from Tampa.
Jerry from Tampa. Talk to me, fam.
Hey, just first of all, you know, wanted to appreciate your content. It's very entertaining. And I mean, Wilder, he's done well for himself. Just gonna say something real quick. PBC, they still have a pretty. I mean, you know, even though they talk about numbers, they still have a pretty good roster. They got Spence, Wilder, but they do seem to be cashing out. One issue with all these pay-per-views, I mean, even Ortiz against whatever that guy's name was pay-per-view. It seems like they're not really putting effort to build a new brand. They did a good job when Spence was coming up, Porter was coming up, Thurman.
That's when they said that they would fight. The box was going to be free TV. That's when they came out. They said it was going to be free TV, you know, and then it went away from free TV when the money ran out. from Wilder and Reed. Then they started making, non-pay-per-view fights. I remember that, but go ahead.
They had a great roster. I mean, I'm sure the numbers were good, but now Thurman's not fighting. Porter's retired. The few guys that they have that are active, all the fights are pay-per-view. The issue with that I see is you're not shining light on the guys that are coming up. So a lot of people don't get exposure that you would need. But I appreciate you, Coach.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Jerry from Tampa, man. Yay. Salute, fam. Tampa Bay in this BIS. Tampa Bay in this bitch, man. Shout out to C. Dewberry. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Oh, I got something to show y'all today. See, these dudes here, boy, they hate it, boy. They hate it. They hate when you tell them the truth, but that's okay, though. And I tell you guys time and time again, what do I tell you guys? I say that truth pill is very hard to swallow when it doesn't fit the narrative. I told you these guys have low IQs. I was right about that. You can tell by the arguments and debates they have online. That truth pill is very hard to swallow when it doesn't fit the narrative. And they can't defend their position. And then when they get mad, they go to yelling and screaming and, well, I'm going to threaten you. And they go, I'm going to find where you're at. I found the IP address. I'm going to do A, B, C, and D. Nigga, you still living with your baby mama. Well, how you gonna come see me? You ain't got no money, fool. You couldn't even buy Deontay Wilder and Robert Helenius pay-per-view. You gonna do what? You know what you're gonna do? You gonna sit your ass down, smoke on that Nick sack, be up 10, 11, 12 hours, typing on Twitter and YouTube, arguing and debating, begging your baby mama for some money to pay for your studio time, while eating up all the kids' cereal, cornflakes, Fruity Pebbles, Frosted Flakes, Cheerios, while drinking up all the milk and drinking the juicy juices. That's what you're going to do. You ain't gonna do nothing other than that. I talk about you like this because I can. Y'all didn't even buy your King pay-per-view, man. Broke ass niggas. These niggas broke, man. Won't even support Deontay Wilder, dog. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello?
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Fred.
I can't hear you, fam. You sound like you in the hallway or something.
Oh, my name is Fred.
Frank, where you calling from?
Florida.
Frank from South Florida, talk to me.
Before we start, I gotta thank Al Heyman.
Yeah, man.
I'm right with you. It's just that, like, you know, like all the other ones, they always all this racist shit, this, that. It gets to a point where you just see they just playing victim in his life. This shit is unlistened. That's why I rock with you. I've been watching this shit for like a month. You ain't doing none of that. Oh, like, it's exhausting. You go DBN, the IBFP, all that shit is exhausting. I'm good off that shit. That's all I have to say.
All right, man. Shout out to Frank from South Florida, man. Fort Lauderdale, Lottie Dottie in the building, man. That's what we call Fort Lauderdale, Lottie Dottie, man. Them old school cats call Lauderdale, Lottie Dottie. See, I tell you guys this here. You have a lot of guys in 2022 that want to relitigate the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. And try to make it something else. As a matter of fact, I want to show you guys something. Let me get rid of the phone line. The phone line is gonna be open, but I want to show you guys something right quick. Got some receipts. A lot of these dudes are arguing about Spence Crawford. They talk all that pro-black shit. See, I'm talking to you Wakandas. Y'all talk all that pro-black shit, but all I see you do every day, all day, is attack other black fighters. That's what you do. So I point out your hypocrisies and your double standards. I tell you time and time again, if you are a Wakanda YouTube channel and you subscribe over here and you don't like what I'm saying, guess what you can do? You can leave. True. Because I know you niggas fake and phony. I know you fake. I sat back on. I've been on YouTube less than 2 years. I seen YouTube channels who were down with each other 1 minute, and then they turn on each other the next minute and start dissing each other. I sit back and I'm like, damn, okay, if this is your homeboy today and you dissing him tomorrow, then I know it's just a matter of time for you start dissing me. So I know you're fake. I ain't gonna say no names. You know, I ain't gonna say no names. It's a bunch of them out there though. It's a bunch of them. I ain't gonna say no names though. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Corey from Texas. How you been, man?
Corey from Texas. Talk to me.
Just real quick. I know you got a bunch of calls. I ain't gonna take up your time. Basically, Broner situation. I think he should have been did that. I'm not blaming Al Heyman. I'm not taking either side, but he seems like he's been frustrated for a while. I was surprised when he didn't take the Eddie Hearn deal about a year and a half ago. So good for him. And as far as Wilder goes, I would have paid for his pay-per-view if it was like $20, but I'm not going to pay no $75, $80 for no comeback fight. And like you said, the people who are gassing him up is the peanut gallery. The people with the money are not going to sit around and, act like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it is.
That's really all I got, Coach. I know you got a bunch of callers. I ain't gonna take up your time. I just want to say I'm happy for Broner. I hope he does something with it, not just talking.
Yeah.
And I don't have no beef with Al Heyman or nothing. I think he should have just parted ways a while ago. And then with Wilder, I hope he just comes down to earth and understand he don't just have that little section of fans. There's people all over the world that loved him before,
right?
But don't go so far over the deep end after you take a loss, man. You got to stay well balanced out, man.
Yeah. I agree. I totally agree, man. So, hey, salute to Corey from Texas. Thank you for calling in, brother. Salute to Corey from Texas.
Right,
see, this is what happens when you follow a group of broke niggas on YouTube. When you follow a group of broke niggas and they be doing this shit, and you paint this narrative that I ain't got the complexion for the protection. Nigga, you surrounded by people with complexion with the complexion for the protection. JD's got the complexion for the protection. Shelly Finkel got the complexion for the protection. Your white lawyer got the complexion for the protection. The white dude who believed in you and helped get you in the Boston got the complexion for the protection. Donato and Crowley, the two white people from the LGBT, they got the complexion for the protection. The white guy who made the statue got the complexion for the protection. You're surrounded by complexion for the protections. What are you talking about? This shit fake is phony. It ain't real. You follow some broke ass niggas from YouTube who get super chats and wait on the 21st of every month to get money while they got low IQ subscribers who they pimp that sending them money all the time. You following them niggas? Because they stroked your ego and call you king? Them niggas didn't even buy your pay-per-views, dog. The Wakandas didn't even buy your pay-per-views, man. What does that tell you? True. But they do all this arguing online. And what did I teach you guys over here? I said these guys got victimhood mentalities. I told you that. Can't no broke nigga lead you to no goddamn revolution when your very existence depends on the very same people who you supposed to be banging against. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland, talk to me.
Yeah. Coach, I'm curious. Do you think that Wilder hurt his popularity by the way he handled, the way he promoted the second fight and the way he handled the loss after the second fight? Because I'm not going to lie, I was rocking with Wilder until he started acting a goddamn fool, making all these excuses about egg whites and tainted water and all this other bullshit. I was like, you know what? Now I really want to see this fool get his ass kicked because I don't know if you remember at the end of in the lead up to the first fight, it was beautiful. You had two fathers of different ethnicities, different walks of life coming together. Both had special needs children. It was like this harmonious thing. It was beautiful. They were hyping up boxing. They were hyping up fatherhood. It was cool. Even when the fight ended, Fury was kind of a dick by saying, hey, I'm the best heavyweight in the world. Wilder's in second. But still, though, it was mutual respect from start to finish. Then we get to the rematch. Oh, you wanted to kill yourself. And I'm brought you back to big time boxing and all this other bullshit. Then he gets his ass handed to him. And he's over here blaming Mark Freeland. Mark Freeland is the one that was his coach from day one. Oh, this black man who, you know, is the epitome of class is the one that set you up for failure. Yet that white dude, you know, JD, he's sitting pretty, he's the untouchable. You know, I think all that shit to real fans, I think it soured him to Wilder, and I think that's part of what's hurting his numbers. That's just my opinion.
All right, man. Shout out to Martin from Oakland, man. Salute. Martin from Oakland, man. Salute to you, fam. Yeah, you know, you kind of make a valid point. I see what you're saying. You're saying that what turned a lot of people off. You know what I mean? Again, but I'm not here to really talk about Wilder. I'm here to talk about how these guys who do all this capping online, on YouTube and on Twitter, guess what? They didn't even support their king.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
As a matter of fact, let's do this. Let me see, can I pull this up first? Here we go. Let's see, can I pull this up? Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV for this interview. Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. Oh, another thing. A lot of yo dudes, see, let me tell you something. I'm not talking about the people who've been on Blue Blood's neck for some years now. I'm not talking about you guys. A lot of people feel some type of way about Blue. Even I did at one point in time. But I talked to the brother, me and the brother, all right. I have no beef, no issues with my brother Blue. But I want to talk about you dudes who, y'all were subscribers of Blue. Everything Blue said, facts, Blue, facts. Blue is a real one. Remember that? Blue is a real one. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. As soon as Blue started making power moves that you guys don't agree with, guess what happens? Y'all turned on the Blue. I'm talking about his subscribers, the ones who been his subscribers. I sent him a super chat the other day just to piss them niggas off. No, don't jump ship on Blue now. Don't jump ship on our good brother Blue now. Y'all been ride with him. Continue to ride with him. Don't jump ship on him now. You hypocrites. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, it's Fee on the Tube.
Fee on the Tube. Talk to me.
Yeah. As far as Wilder's numbers go, I did more than what I thought. I called it for 50,000. That's number one. The fight wasn't interesting at all. The Wakandas, they probably are maybe 10% of that 77,000, but believe it or not, the Wakandas are not a big community; they're a loud community. So, sometimes,
that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. That's a good one, sis.
No problem, baby. Yeah, it is what it is. Second thing, with you know what I thought about? It's gonna sound a little crazy. I might ruffle a little feathers, but what if, right? What if AB signing with BLK is a part of, and this is just my thoughts, they don't mean it so, a part of Al Heyman's plan. What if he's a silent partner in this shit?
I mean, I don't know.
And I'm gonna say, oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I'm just throwing it out there. Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. What if he's a solid partner? What if this is his plan to win? Because Showtime is going under where boxing is concerned, right? Allegedly. Let's just say, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's real. No, that's real. That's not allegedly. That's Showtime is owned by a company called Paramount. I think Paramount is owned by CBS or something like that. Somewhere up in there, but they're thinking about merging Showtime with Paramount and maybe more than likely phasing boxing out in general. They're going to make Showtime content a part of their content. Yeah.
Yeah, so the allegedly part of saying is, as far as, you know, maybe they're going to be getting rid of boxing on their channel, on their platform as a whole, you know, but we do know that they listen. What if Al Heyman in on this is what I'm saying? And you got these crazy behind new media folk on here on YouTube saying that, you know, Adrien Broner and Tara Crawford joining the ops and all this other type of stuff like this right here, and Al Heyman in on it, and the very people you defending is in on all of this all together. What if? You know, the Wakanda community, the ninja community is the most gullible, you know, self-afflicting loudest community there is. because it's easy to just throw a monkey wrench out there and everybody just go with it and nobody stops and thinks and uses their common sense and says, what if all of our chains are being jerked right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What if some months down the line, the Terrence Crawford fight and the Errol Spence fight happened on BLK Prime? Like, what if? Like, we don't know. We weren't there. Like, Terrence, you ain't there. You don't know for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, the community is so gullible and slow.
Yeah,
but that's
slow.
all I wanted to say, baby. Yeah, I just want to throw a bunch of what is out there, and I'm happy for AD and a little birdie said maybe Boo Boo Andre could be going over to BLK, and some people say maybe Deontay Wilder too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, because they say he was talking a little slang about Al Henry, but that's another play for another day, baby. So I ain't gonna hold you up. God bless everybody. Bye-bye.
Shout out to Phil on the tube from Jacksonville, man. Duval County is BIH. See, I've been consistent. I told you these dudes have low IQs and they're slow. And I'm going to tell you women something. If you got a man that's at home, that's arguing on YouTube and on Twitter, sign the contract 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, talking about they going to pull up on somebody, drop the addy, I'm going to pull up. And he broke. He eating all your cheering cereal, drinking all the milk, drinking all the juicy juices. When you come home from work, he got 10 homeboys in there and they smoking on Nick Sacks together, smoking on Reggie. That Reggie Miller, right? And they playing the PS5 all day that you bought for him. Guess what? You need to get rid of that broke ass nigga. True. He got the gold.
That's my word.
Nigga still living with their mama. But you gonna pull up on me. How, nigga? You ain't even got a car. And while you pulling up on me, what you think I'm gonna be doing? True. Anyway. I'll body bag one of you niggas, man. I ain't nothing to be fucked with. They got the wrong guy, man. Anyways, these Wakandas, they don't even support their fighters. The sister Fee on the tube said it best. These Wakandas, they're not the biggest, they're the loudest. They do all that talking and all caps, sending gun emojis. Guess what? They didn't even support their king. True. They like fugazi shit like this.
Yes, surprise. You gay. That's not all. Go in there. Yes.
It is warm.
Yes. I love you. Just because.
Oh, sweet ass nigga. Chocolate covered strawberries, chocolate cookies, and macadamia cookies by the bathtub. Oh, and it's warm. See, they like shit like that. They don't like real men. They like shit like that. Wakanda forever, right? Yeah. Shout out to Ron Boy Fresh, man. True. I am the Wakanda nigga killer. I branded you Wakanda. I branded you aerosexuals. I branded you SLDBC, slow learner disability boxing community. I'm the one that did that. That came from me. I am your father. And the child support is delinquent. I'm not paying this month. Let me show you guys this. I don't want to take no calls right now. Listen to this. This is for the Wakandas out there. This is Blue Blood Sports TV, as you can see. Shout out to the brother Blue. Don't switch out on them now. Y'all love Blue for years. Why you switching out on them now? That's your mans, right? Don't switch out on Blue now. You was never down with him. Let's go.
What's good with your champ, man?
Hey, you feel me? I definitely ain't have nothing to do with it.
They say I stopped Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence.
Nah,
man.
You ain't stopped that shit, man. They know what happened.
Mm-hmm,
But y'all quit talking about that because Terrence fight December 10th. His fight December 10th, and I fight after him.
I do not own the rights to this material. It's for education purposes only. Let's go.
What you think about the state of the sport of boxing right now,
though? Right now, man, it was on a decline, but we going back up now. me and my boy Dez, we finna take this shit to another level and be okay. Man, that's all we got. We all we got.
December 10th, huh?
Hey, is either be with us or lay down.
Hey, they talking about tanking Ryan, man, fighting. What you think about that?
I just wanted you to hear that part right there. Because a lot of these dudes, oh man, Terrence Crawford, Top Ray told me, he broke off negotiations. Blue was the one that meant to fight up. Listen, let me, and I'm not here to defend anybody. But let me show you how slow and low IQ you niggas is. I played a video. The video is doing very well. The guy got almost 30,000 subscribers. And I showed you what Floyd Money Mayweather told you dumbass niggas. October the 7th, 2022, that this fight between Thurman Crawford and Errol Spence is not going to happen. He say it may happen later on down the line. But a YouTuber by the name of Blue Blood Sports TV is the one that stopped the fight from going on. He that powerful in boxing? Forget what Floyd say. Forget what Tim Smith say or the PBC. Forget what anybody who worked for the PBC say. What we gonna do? We gonna listen. What we gonna do? We gonna listen to some YouTubers. Let me tell you something, dog. This YouTube shit, we ain't nobody. We just some niggas who thought to start a YouTube channel. Whether it was Blue or the Egos or the Boxing Voices or my brother Blood Boxing, whatever. We just some niggas who like boxing, love boxing, or whatever the case may be, and we just decided to start a YouTube channel. That's it. We ain't nobody. Nothing more, nothing less. Been doing it a while. I've only been doing it for less than 2 years. So I they've been doing it and figure some shit out, and now that's it. That's all we are. Content creators. We create content. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't let no nigga tell you that a YouTuber can stop multi-million-dollar fight deals. Don't let nobody tell you that. Now, if you want to believe that because of your hatred for Crawford, then go ahead. If that's what you want to do, believe. I know you Wakandas, y'all have Wakanda logic. You do Wakanda math. You have Wakanda logic. 1 + 1 = 3. You do know that this guy right here who works for the PBC said this. I ain't gonna listen to him. I'm gonna listen to Champ side. True. Oh, these niggas are slow. These Wakandas are some of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. But anyways, let's continue. I have some more receipts. Let's continue. Now, this receipt right here I'm going to show you. This is David Abenesian's this is David Abenesian's promote manager. I think this is his manager. I want you to hear some of this. This is shout out to Fight Hype. Fight Hype be landing it. Fight Hype be doing it. Fight Hype was the channel who let everybody know that this fight ain't happening with Crawford and Spence October the 7th. But the Wakandas are so slow and dumb. The Wakanda YouTube channels and their subscribers, they're so slow and dumb, they just forget all about that because of their hatred for their black brother when they're supposed to be so-called pro-black. You niggas is full of shit. This is what you don't like about me because I call you out on your foolishness. And this is why we're growing over here. I'm growing as a direct result because of y'all bullshit. See, you niggas is the reason why I'm growing because everybody know that y'all fake and they know when they come over here, they're going to get the real. This is the problem. I'm what the game needed. True. Let's go.
FightHype.com here with Neil Marsh, manager of David Avenesian. I always get his name wrong.
Avenesian.
There you go. Thank you. How you doing today, man?
Yeah, good. Thank you. A little bit busy with all the media requests, etc., and the school holidays same time. Doesn't always help, but I try to do a little bit, mate. So especially on a fight like this, anyway.
Gotcha. Thank you. Appreciate you taking the time, man.
I do not own the rights to this material. This for education purposes only. I want you to hear this shit. Just hear a little bit of it.
So let's just jump right into it. Like, how exactly did you guys end up getting this fight? It seemed like it came out of left field. Everybody was looking forward to Crawford versus Spence, and then you guys, it's Crawford versus Avenesian now. How exactly did it happen?
Just very quickly, mate. It's do you want the fight? Yeah. Queensbury Promotions agreed a few terms. I think if it was to put my opinion on it, I think Crawford's side had got tired and Terence wanted to fight. They haven't disclosed anything, but it was, right, we're moving on from the obvious fight, what everyone's discussing. Do you want this fight? Damn right we do. David's starving. It was an easy fight to make. You know, David's not a pay-per-view star, so, you know, there's no big obstacles. Frank Warren's just happy to deliver the fight. I, as a manager, is happy to deliver the fight.
Check this out. Did you hear what he said? Do anybody know who Frank Warren is? Frank Warren is who? Tyson's Fury promoter. Frank Warren from the UK. Frank Warren is Tyson's Fury promoter. Guess who promotes David Avenesian? Frank Warren. So you're trying to tell me that Frank Warren, a guy who's been in the business for 1,000 years, like Bob Arum, would allow his fighter to get involved in something that's fugazi? We can't believe nothing the white man say. We're gonna believe our favorite Wakanda YouTube channel. Your favorite Wakanda YouTube channel job is to tell you whatever you want to hear in order to keep his algorithms up, keep his views up, and keep the super chats coming. They're lying to you. They're hustling you. And because you are so low IQ that you are there to be hustled. I don't knock the brothers who hustling you with slow Wakanda niggas online. They supposed to hustle you because you some dumb motherfuckers. Listen, God created you to be used and abused. You Wakandas. You are here to be used and abused because you so low IQ, dumb and stupid that you're supposed to be used and abused. I hope that I hurt your feelings so much that you never ever come back on my live ever again in life. True, true, true. Let's continue.
Easy fight to make when you've got two teams who want it very, very quickly. So, you know, we was already in training for the fight. We was already in a training camp in the UK. So once they came on and with a very proactive demand, it's 48 hours or we move on to another opponent, that's like music to my ears because that's how I'd prefer to do business rather than it taking weeks. So, and here we are. We've announced it.
Was there any preliminary talks while Spence versus Crawford was going on?
No, none at all. None at all. A few people's asking, a few people's looking for something what's not there. I put a tweet out to Leonard Ellaby and Errol Spence. I know it's not what you guys want to hear, but Terence hasn't played the fool. It's, you know, we're here. You know, there's been talks before about Terence. When our contract expired with Matchroom, I think Terence was with.
I want you to hear this. I want you to hear this very well, and then we're gonna move on.
Top rank, and there was preliminary talks there. We'd accepted an offer then. I've just got a funny feeling Terence likes the idea of David as a routine takeover fight, which I
just want him to get to the point about the money because he's gonna talk about the money.
To make sure it's not.
How fast did it take for the deal to materialize? A few days, few weeks, hours? How long did it take?
40, no more than 48 hours. Oh. And I was my lawyer was doing Tyson Fury and Chisora. He's the same lawyer. I was mithering him. Queensbury were up later.
So they used the same lawyer that Tyson Fury is using. They're using the same promoter. What my main man named Frank Warren Fish Eyes, and he said they're using the same attorney as Tyson Fury using. Where am I going at with this? Just keep listening. I'm gonna tie it all in a nice little bow for you.
I was up late at night, and we got it done. To be honest, it was a pleasure to deal with. The contract what was sent was honest. It wasn't like dealing with some promoters who want to tie you upside down, left to right, and our changes was honest as well. So that you know, it was easy, mate. It was when an easy contract comes, just a clean contract. There's not tons of work to do on it, if you get what I mean. So we was able to get it over the line so quickly.
You know, you just said that, you know, it took you guys only 48 hours. You also said that you know, when two fighters really want the fight.
He said it took them 24 hours. David Avenesian has a promoter named Frank Warren. This is his manager. Let's I'm going somewhere with this. Let's go.
It's it's not that hard to make the fight, man. So
100%.
So just in your view, I know you're not privy exactly to how negotiations were going between Spence and Crawford, but how surprising was it for you that the fight just fell apart completely?
I don't know, because obviously I was reading it, and let's take my management hat off.
I want to get to the money.
Looking forward to that fight. Once them two were fighting, it was like you then put your recently Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. You expect all the toing and throwing and the false media and people saying A, B, and C, and the other saying E, F, and G. So I didn't pay any attention, and I wasn't surprised.
Get to the money.
Moved on quite a while ago from the prospect of
somewhere in November. But obviously the Crawford fight happened, so you guys are just like, hey, let's let's get this Crawford fight. You know what I mean? But for a little while, at least on BoxRec, David was scheduled to fight both guys in November and December.
Now listen to this BoxRec part, and it's going to go right into the money.
Did it take you guys? No. Did it take you guys a little bit of while to kind of figure out, okay, let's move our November fight to another date or some other time and just focus on the Crawford fight? Okay.
No, we didn't have time to think like that. All it was is the offer came in off Terence's people. We sent an email immediately to the European Boxing Union, and we said, listen, there's been an offer come in. As we speak, we are going to be fighting November. I think it was November 16 or 19. I think it was.
Now I want you to hear something. Frank Warren's been in boxing for a long time, and this is David Evanesian's manager. Frank Warren ain't stupid. Do you think that Frank Warren would allow him to accept his fighter to accept an offer if it wasn't real? It's going to get right into the money. See, you have Wakanda logic, and then you have the real world. You have the real world, and then you have Wakanda. Let's go.
Miguez in a defense of the European title. We said, we're just being transparent with you. We're letting you know the situation. Being honest, I was a little bit worried because I thought, you're dealing with a company.
Because on BoxRec, it was showing that David Evanesian already had a fight in November. So he's explaining what happened with that November fight, that fight that they had set up in November. He's explaining how they got out of that situation and got into the Terence Crawford situation. Let's go.
You don't know. Are they playing the fool, as in get you sign a contract to put a bit of pressure on Al Haymon or something? So it was like too good to be true. It was like, hang on. But once the contract came, once it was all agreed, we vacated the EBU title immediately. It was all done in 2 days. Not that I need to prove anything to anyone. It's all done by email. And I'm sure if anyone from the EBU speak, they'll confirm that. It was just done very quickly. We're never going to keep the EBU
all right, let's get to the part about the money. I want to talk about the money.
The idea of fighting November and December, a tune-up fight 4 weeks before, it was one or the other.
Since this is...
So he said it was one or the other. Either we take the Terence Crawford fight or we take the fight that we had set up in November, or we take the Terence Crawford fight. So they opted to drop their European title, get rid of cancel their fight. They let the European Union know, and they went into the agreement to fight Terence Crawford in December. Where am I going at with this? Just keep listening. Because it's up in the butt. See, I am a narrative destroying channel. You have Wakanda logic, and then you have the real world logic. Let's go.
The opportunity of a lifetime. You don't have to say specific numbers. I don't think.
Yeah.
But would you say that this is going to be David's career high purse?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Also wanted to ask, it will be on BLK Prime.
Shout out to the interviewer. The interviewer asked some damn good questions in this. He asked some damn good questions. Shout out to you, brother. I don't know who you is, but you asked some really good questions.
Fairly new to the scene. The whole general public kind of knows them now because of this whole situation. But in your view, is a part of you maybe just a bit nervous because they are a little bit new? Do you feel 100% confident that this fight will in fact happen on December 10th without a doubt?
Now check this out. This where the rubber hit the road at. Because you got a lot of these Wakandas, they're attacking a black company now. Pro-black, but you're attacking a black company and a black fighter. That's some pro-black shit for your ass, huh? Fake pro-blacks. You Wakandas, boy. You niggas hate me, boy. Oh, you niggas hate me. And you supposed to hate me. Because I can't stand you niggas. I love black people, But I hate Wakanda niggas.
Yeah, 100%. We do certain due diligence, but let's look over the last 5-6 years. We'll look at Frank Warren. BT Sport came into boxing. Now BT Sport are absolutely smashing it. Prior to that, DAZN came into boxing and absolutely threw bucket loads of money. So there's always a new entity that's coming into boxing. Now, all I can do as a manager is contractually protect yourself. Now, you've got to look at Terence. He's an experienced guy.
He said all he can do as a manager, he said there's always new entities coming into boxing. He said all I can do as a manager is protect myself. Frank Warren has protected himself. Frank Warren has protected his fighter. He said we do our due diligence. What is that due diligence that they do? We ain't talking about no YouTube detectives because you niggas used to watch Inspector Gadget when you was growing up. Oh, let me do my detective work. Why having a net worth for 2 figures? I'm gonna listen to some YouTubers. I'm gonna listen to the people who directly involved in stuff. Make it make sense. True. Let's continue.
He wouldn't have signed for this fight if he thought there was any doubt. I've got Frank Warren behind me, who's an Hall of Fame promoter. He's seen it all. You can only take.
Yeah, what he said? He wouldn't sign for this fight if it was any doubts. I have Frank Warren behind me, who's seen it all. I'm bodying you niggas right now, dog. I'm bodying you right now. I'm gonna send you better go get some more vibranium. Let's go. But y'all want to blame Blue Blood Sports TV. That's y'all boy, right? Blue, right? Don't jump ship on Blue now. If you jump ship on Blue, that means you were never down with him in the first place. True. Let's continue.
People on face value and contractually protect yourselves, and that's what we've done. We are very satisfied with the contract. To be honest, the other party, like I said, was very clean and honest with us. There's no maliciousness gone on. They're coming into boxing, and I think they mean business. And
he said there was nothing wrong with the contract. It was very clean. We checked everything out. We did our due diligence. Everything Gucci, baby boy. Frank Warren is about. I didn't even know this about Frank Warren, but let's continue.
If Terence Crawford is the type of fighter they're going to start putting on the platform, you've got to take your hat off and welcome him with both hands.
Very true. Will David or will all of you guys, Team and Vision, will you guys receive a percentage of the pay-per-view split, the pay-per-view revenue or anything like that, or no?
No, nothing at all. We've got to appreciate where we are. We're just an opponent. We're not a mandatory challenger. We're not a pay-per-view star.
That was a good question. That was a good question. What are they going to get a percentage of the pay-per-view? He said, no, not at the moment. He said, we got to accept who we are. We're just an opponent. We're not a pay-per-view star, none of that. Listen to what he says.
Fortunately for David, he did lose nearly 5 years ago in America. And, you know, he lost twice in America. So David's name wasn't as big as it should be. Since then, everybody knows what David's done in the UK and everybody's seen his improvement. And David's twice the fighter he was them days. So
get to the money.
For us to start commanding a percentage of a pay-per-view with our history in the US, you know, we haven't got a leg to stand on. So the answer is no.
You know, there are a lot of people that are saying that
this dude who asks these questions, I love this dude. Let's go.
Obviously, they're disappointed, but they also look at David, and granted, you know, he's turned his career around. He's reeled off 6 wins in a row, all by knockout. Crawford has also said that as well. You know, this guy's a real fighter. But other people are saying that, you know, David did lose by knockout to Mean Machine, a guy that Crawford ended up knocking out. So, you know, what are kind of your thoughts on that, making it seem as though David is not worthy of this shot right now?
Completely disagree. I've said on previous interviews.
Let's get to the money.
David, you said it yourself. A lot of people are disappointed in Spence and Crawford. So we're in the aftermath of that. Then you get rival promoters who are mixing bottles. Then you get people who don't understand that, for example, styles make fights. Situations.
Yeah, these dudes don't know nothing about boxing. They don't understand style make fights, but that's okay. I want to get to the money because the money part is very important. Let's go.
This isn't what some bitter, malicious, jealous people are saying it is. And please don't judge a fighter on performances 5 years ago. 5 years ago.
Because what you hear is you hear these dudes talk about some, yeah, David Avenesian got knocked out by Mean Machine, but that was 5 years ago. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. I'm not even getting into that, but let's continue.
You know, come on, guys.
I definitely do think that David is definitely a very good fighter. You know, Crawford, like you said, he's a pound for pound level guy, but you know, there has been a lot of criticism surrounding his resume. You know, he fought an older Kell Brook.
Yeah. And criticized the resume. That's
probably didn't fight a
where's the money?
At least on paper.
Example. Because got a lot of respect for Dominic Ingle. I've got a lot of respect for Kell Brook, the media in the UK. David's current ability.
I'm trying to get to the money part.
The kid's starving. He just wants
10 weeks, whatever, build up the fight, train, things of that.
Well, the money part, this is what they're talking about. I don't know exactly where it's at. It's 19 minutes long. I'm at the 14-minute mark. They're talking about how do you know that the money is real or something of that sort. And in his interview, he said, no, everything is good. You know, we're going to have our, I think he said something about the money is supposed to, everything with the money is fine. David Avenesian is getting paid. They're for sure of that. Whatever Crawford is getting paid, they're for sure of that. He talks about this in the interview. He addresses this. Now, this is what David Avenesian's manager is saying. David Avenesian is promoted by who? Frank Warren. These guys have done their due diligence. Am I going to listen to these guys who are directly involved, or am I going to listen to some Wakanda YouTube channels? You tell me. True. Let's continue.
Sure. But it's about 7 weeks or so, maybe a little bit more or less, before the fight between you guys, and then also you have, you know, he good time, like, he might not be paying too much attention.
But you've said a good point. Maybe you're looking more at the Spence fight. They'll probably be training harder than ever for that. If it's rumoured, he's getting paid a shitload of money. Excuse me, language.
Yeah.
You know, is it that big of a loss to him losing Errol Spence? You know, I can only read what you read. I'm not privy to anything. But if he was getting so, listen, you fight.
I should have had this timestamp.
Regarded in the top 5 pound for pound fighters in the world. In an interview that.
I know you're going to be extremely confident that's your guy, but how confident are you that David pulls this off? And how do you kind of see the fight?
Right. This is.
It's damn dog. Man, I had it, dog. I know for a fact. I should have timestamped this, man. This video, I'm going to send you guys a video. This video is 19 minutes long. I could have passed it, but he talked about how they got paid, how they're getting paid, or something of that sort. He talked about that in this interview. Please go check this interview out, Crawford. As a matter of fact, let me drop it in the chat. Let me drop it in the chat. Because a lot of you managers and promoters are trying to, yeah, man, we don't know nothing about that company. And where the money coming from? How they getting paid? Dude, you do know that you have a net worth of 2 figures. I think if you focus more on how you going to get paid, how you going to make you some more money, instead of selling Nick Sacks in the hood all goddamn day, you would be better off. But let me drop this interview. Shout out to Fight Hype, man. Shout out to Fight Hype. And shout out to the interviewer, because he did say this in the interview. He did say it in the interview. And shout out to AB for letting everybody know that Crawford ain't had nothing to do, that Blue Blood Sports TV didn't have nothing to do with why the fight ain't happening. But Wakanda's going to feel some type of way because they very low IQ. Them niggas low IQ, dog. I swear to God, them niggas low IQ. You don't get no more low IQ than an aerosexual or Wakanda. They feeling some type of way right now, though. They feeling some type of way. I don't care. Let me open the phone lines back up. Let me see. Do I have any more receipts? Let me see. I got a Charleston White video I was going to play, but I ain't going to play that one there. I'm going to say that one in the cut. I got an old Charleston White video I was going to play, but I'm going to say that one in the cut right there. I'm going to say that one in the cut. I'm going to say Charleston White in the cut. It's going to be another bullet in the chamber right there. Phone lines open, 530-494-9636, 530-494-9636. This guy says that, what did he say? Oh, this guy being for non-channel. He said, how much they paying you for this anti-black rhetoric? I say, guess what? How much they paying you to be over here? Rally Moolah. Don't block this dude. Don't block this dude. This dude come from non-channel. I don't know if you've been, I don't know if you slow or you stupid. You can call into the show, though. This bitch ass nigga be at Fanon channel. Anti-black. Did you not hear me say that I love black people? But you Wakanda niggas, there's a difference between black people and niggas. See, your problem is you identify niggas with black people. I don't. If you're a Wakanda nigga, use the Wakanda nigga rally moolah. But guess what? You can call that number 530-494-9636. I would love to hear from you. And when I finish with you, I'm gonna send your bitch ass back to Fanon channel. Tell that whole ass nigga I said what's up. True, true, true. I want that smoke from you, nigga. Call in. You said I tried to reserve a vacation holiday to Wakanda, but a customer service representative named Al told me to buy 500 pay-per-views instead. I ain't playing, man. Boy, if you come from over there, I'm a bury one of you niggas. Understand the difference between black people and niggas. Apparently, if you get offended by what I'm saying, you must be the nigga that I'm talking about. True, true, true. What you gonna do? Pull up on me? You gonna send me some gun emojis? You gonna threaten me? Y'all didn't even, you part of the same dude didn't even buy Deontay Wilder pay-per-view number. You didn't even buy Deontay Wilder pay-per-view. Phone lines open. I hope this him right here. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's me, Rally.
Rally, what's going on? Talk to me.
Yeah, I just want to know how much it was. Was it 35, 5K, 3,500? Like the man said, it was 5K.
Did you buy Deontay Wilder's pay-per-view, sir?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't? Why?
No, I didn't. I haven't bought a pay-per-view in a long time. I'm gonna be honest.
Are you a Deontay Wilder supporter? Oh, it has a lot to do. It has a lot to do with this conversation because that's what the title of the show is about. You Wakanda niggas who don't even buy the pay-per-view buys.
I support a lot of fighters. I support Benavidez. I support all types of fighters. I support all different types of fighters. I'm not racist. I don't talk crap about black people, Wakanda. I don't talk crap about redneck white people. I don't talk crap about fucked up Mexican people. You know what I mean? I know it exists, but I'm not going to be talking about that. Yeah, I'm black. Yeah, I support black fighters. And
what's the difference? What's the difference?
I just want to know how much you get paid.
What's the difference between a black person and a nigga?
It depends. There's what's the definition of nigga? It ain't in the dictionary. You can't open a dictionary and see nigga. It ain't no definition of nigga.
So what you're doing?
Can I speak?
No, go ahead. I'll let you speak. Go ahead. I'll let you speak. Go ahead.
All right. There's a difference between the ignorant black person and the good black person. There's a difference between the ignorant Mexican and the good Mexican, and the good white and the bad white. So I'm saying that everybody's ignorant. You know what I'm saying? So you could call a nigga, a white person could be a nigga. You know what I mean? I seen white niggas all over the place. I'm just saying. I support all fighters. I support black. I support white. My favorite fighter is David Benavidez. He's not even black, and cause he's from my city. I'm from Arizona. We both from Arizona, so it's not about race. Caleb Plant just put that shit to rest. He just knocked the fuck out of David Durrell. I was happy as fuck to see that because you know what I'm saying. It's not about that type of shit. That's what I'm talking about. It's just when you always talk, you make it seem like just because you like Deontay Wilder or just because you like Charlie. Wakanda nigga or whatever. Just nah, bro. Like,
do you know what a Wakanda nigga is, sir? I'll let you talk. So you gonna let me talk on my show?
Yeah.
All right. So a Wakanda nigga is a nigga who believe in fallacies. They believe that everything that's if you're pro-black and they have racial double standards. Wakanda niggas, right? And there's a difference between black people and niggas. You're right. A nigga could be anybody white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever the case may be. Your problem is when I say Wakanda niggas, you automatically said how much are they paying you to talk down on black people. You identify niggas with black people. That was your mistake, not mine. So I'm talking about a mindset that attacks black fighters while saying that they are pro-black at the same time. This is what I'm attacking online. A whole lot of broke Wakanda. I call them Wakanda niggas because they believe in fantasy, fiction. It's not real. And it's not specific to a particular race. But if you get offended about what I'm saying, apparently you must be the Wakanda nigga that I'm talking about. I explained this 1,000 times on the show. I also say this, Riley. Listen, hold on, hear me out. I also say this, Riley. If you don't like the content of what I'm saying, you know what you can do, Riley Moolah? You can never come back over here again in life. You can do that too as well, sir. If you don't like what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I'm aware I could definitely leave. That's always an option, you know. I'm not saying I can't. I'm just speaking speaking my mind, you know what I mean?
And I clarified I clarified it for you. I hope I clarified it for you.
And I'm gonna say one more thing. I see you. You think I'm gonna just it's a whole bunch of people watching, listening, but this is between me and you. You're a fucking genius of how you're able to tiptoe the subject and still make that bread. But you justify it off the definition. You hear what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying. Maybe they won't. But anyway, I just want to say, make your money and yeah, I see what you're doing. You know what I mean? But I just hope you're doing it for the right cause.
What am I doing? Can you explain to me what I'm doing?
In the back end, I hope it's all for the right cause. You know what I'm saying? That for you personally, not.
You missing the boat, dog. You totally missing the boat, dog. No, but anyways,
I'm not on the boat. I'm not missing the boat.
Yeah, you missed.
I am the boat. I overstand the boat. I am the boat. You know what I mean? That's the crazy part about it. You on the boat too. Not many of these motherfuckers in the comment is on the boat. That's the fucked up part. But anyway,
all right, bro. All right, salute. Hey, salute, man. I think you're totally missing it, bro. But salute the Rally Moolah, man. I'm glad we were able to get that straightened out. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Bro, they totally miss it, dog. They totally miss it, dog. They totally miss it. They totally miss it. Oh, boy, they totally miss it, bro. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Cole? This is Adrien from D-Town, D-Block, D.C., D-Ville, Brooklyn. Everybody from the borough. What's up? Everybody from Baltimore. Raise your hands up. We here, baby. What's up, Coach?
Go ahead, talk to me, Adrien. What you want to talk about?
Man, Coach, you dealing with some Arizona heat pumping your way, man. You talking about the boat. Homie sounds like and then he said you in the boat with him. I don't understand how he says he's in the boat. He's in the same boat with you, but he trying to put you down. So what is it, man? I mean, this guy lives in fantasy land.
I mean, he has a right to put me down. He has a right. He has a right to do that. I'm not tripping on that, but I think he totally missed my message. He misses what I'm saying. Yeah. I told it went over his head.
Okay. But that's a young one, Coach. That's a youngling, you know what I mean? With all that milk behind the ear, you know what I mean? So it's okay, like Martin said. It is what it is. That's why they made a show. So anyways, Coach, appreciate you, man. I'm so glad for this show. I mean, you got 16,000 subscribers and a half already. I'm so proud of you. Now, let me let you know what's up. You know who this is. This is AB. About billions. You know what it be, Coach. We will be okay. We got Blue and we got Crawford. We're about to take over the world. You know how we do it up in here, Coach. You know, and LB, shut that soft shit up. Shut that soft shit up. That's my AB, Coach. I have to do my AB, Coach. One question, Coach. One question. Do you really think this is going to be like a civil war now between the Wakandas and the support group of Blue and everybody else? You know what I mean? Do you think it's going to be a civil war now that's going to break out? Because of it, I mean, they're blaming Blue. They're blaming everybody else, you know, for this fight not happening. But then they don't blame PBC or Al Heyman for this fight not happening. It was so simple to do. You already laid out the plan out there, Coach, how simple the fight was for Albanesian to fight Terrence Crawford. So it was so much ego from the Al Heyman and PBC side that people get blinded with.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about Crawford and Spence, to be honest with you. I mean, I did bring it up to talk about that, but but yeah, I don't even want to talk about them no more.
One more thing, and that's it. One more thing. Let me talk about Arizona. One thing, and I'm out. Arizona, Benavidez had an option. Okay, he didn't have to sign that contract with PBC for 3 fights. He could have been a free agent if he's that good, like they say he is. All right, Mr. Pay-Per-View star. Benavidez ain't nothing. That's all I got to say, Coach. D-Town, D-Block, D-City in the hood, baby.
Shout out to Adrien, man. Brooklyn in the building, man. Salute. Brooklyn in the building. Salute. I gotta pull out the commandments. I say this time and time again. Let me make some clarity to what my channel is about. If you're new to the channel, let me get rid of the phone line. New Media Today USA Boxing. My name is Coach Malachi Williams. I am an anti-narrative YouTube channel. I am a fan who loves the sport of boxing. My favorite fighter is Sugar Ray Robinson. I have an old school criteria when it comes to boxing. I just want to see the best fighters fight the best fighters. I'm not caught up in any racial politics. I'm not caught up in any false narratives, right? I don't do skin color politics. I did that for 25 years when I was in the Nation of Islam, out of Mosque number 47. My minister was Minister Kareem Abdul Muhammad. My captain was Captain Samuel Muhammad. Both of them came out of Harlem, New York, went to Mosque number 7. I understand the racial politics very well. Whatever book you might have read, I probably got it over here. What is Dr. Malachi York, the Neely Fuller, Dr. Ben, John Herrick Clark, what's my main man name? Dr. Claude Anderson, my sister Frances Crest Wellseen, Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I have them all, for the most part. And whatever I don't have, I can get it. Over here, Newbie Today, USA Boxing, I am an anti-narrative channel. I don't like race hustlers, because I did it for 25 years myself. None of that ain't got nothing to do with boxing. When people come on these YouTube streets and go into these boxing forums, you only want to hear about boxing. You don't want to hear about false narratives. You don't want to hear about racial politics, none of that. You just want to talk about boxing. All this fake, phony stuff that's going on, I care nothing about that. There's no friends on YouTube. Understand that. I've seen YouTube channels love each other today and attack each other tomorrow. Some of them used to come over here. They don't come over here no more. I tell them time and time again, if you don't like what I'm saying, guess what? Don't come over here no more. It's simple. I assume you want to hear what I got to say. That's why these Wakandas come over here. They hate that word Wakanda, boy. They hate that word Wakanda because it cut them deep. It shows how unique they are from a lack of intelligence standpoint. They hate that word. I will continue to call you that because that's what you are. You can't have Wakanda without having the two white men by the name of Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. You can't have your king without having Denali and Crawley, who put the crown on his head. Can't have your king without JD's and Shelley Finkel. You know, so I mean, let's be real. Your hangups ain't my hangups. I don't give a fuck who you Wakanda niggas like or don't like. Guess what? You're going to be up here every day at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Then like I told the dude, Rally Moolah, guess what? I know he come from a Sanan channel. Guess what? He going to be up here again tomorrow, and he probably watch me every day. If you feel I'm a sellout or whatever the case may be, why do you watch this sellout? If you feel I'm getting paid by somebody, if I'm getting paid, somebody please tell me. Hey, Big Blunts. Hey, Big Blunts, what he said? He say, whatever you get paid on the back end, if I'm getting paid, somebody please tell me who paying me. Lady said, if I'm getting paid, who paying me? Somebody please tell me. Shout out to Big Blunts. He said, Coach, they be talking about you and them other places. They don't never say your name. He said, they be hating, dog. Listen, I don't care about none of that. My thing is, if I'm getting paid, somebody please tell me who paying me. Damn sure ain't Al Heyman. True. Who paying me? True. Like who? I'm just asking. If I'm getting paid on the back end, what the brother said, the back end, he said the back end. If I'm getting paid on the back end, please tell me who paying me on the back end. He said I hate you. He said I hate you because I ain't you. I'm just saying. You know, I ain't the smartest guy in the world, but my GED education tells me that goddamn it, boy, if I'm getting paid, I damn sure ain't gonna be on no goddamn YouTube.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? But a name. Do you have a name? Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
The brother right here, he said, JT said the white man paying you. Which one? There's a whole bunch of white men. The white man paying this nigga. Which one? Which one paying me? Which white man? That's very vague. The white man. That's me as a white man. Which one paying me? You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, why I just can't be that? So when I started my channel, I came in the game blazing. They used to say they didn't know who I was. Guess what? 21 months later, they know who I am now. Back then, they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. They know who I am now. From an intellectual standpoint, you know, these guys didn't even, I handcuffed these guys, but they didn't even support their king, Deontay Wilder. This guy, and the guy who called, he said, no, I didn't buy the fight. But he was He didn't even buy the fight. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach Malachi? This is Mike from Delaware.
Mike from Delaware, talk to me.
Hey, what's up, man? I was just calling. I wanted to ask you, I accept you as my boxing Lord and Savior. Do you forgive me for my sins? I no longer commit them anymore. I am following your commandments. I'll follow them for now and forever.
Yeah, I don't know about the Lord and Savior stuff, man. I ain't, you know, I'm not a deity or nothing like that. I'm just a regular guy who started a boxing YouTube channel, and I came with commandments and the boxing criteria. And I just feel that if we are fans of the sport of boxing, that we should be support the fighters. I don't believe in, I'm not a fan of promotional companies. I'm not a fan of financial advisors. I'm not a fan of promoters. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. And all I want to see is the best fighters fight the best fighters. To me, it's just common sense to have a boxing criteria. And I have commandments in order to get rid of the fanboyism and all this other stuff that has nothing to do with boxing. Because to me, it takes away from the sport. Instead of me sitting there arguing and fighting and debating on somebody, cursing them out, calling them all kind of names, telling them I'm gonna put up because he have a different opinion of me, I'd rather focus on the sport and just get back to the essence of it and have a boxing criteria and get rid of all of that other foolishness. That's all I care about, dog. All the other stuff, man, I ain't even on that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, fact. And that's exactly, I was joking with the whole Lord and Savior thing, but and that's exactly why I watch your channel. I watch regularly every day because I love what you got to offer. You're all about boxing. You're not biased. You don't care about the race baiting. It's like that gets old. It's like let's focus on what's really important. It's boxing, making the fights happen, watching the fights that needs to be happening. Like I'm on this group chat that every day they're talking about, oh, this fight didn't happen because it is, and the race baiting. Dude, I don't even comment no more. It's like, dude, let's focus on boxing.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the fights that needs to be happening. Let's not be biased. Let's not race bait. Like that's old. That's not even boxing. That's dumb shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, again, you're right about it. And again, people have a right to do what they want to do. My thing is, I have a right to do what I want to do as well. So social media, especially YouTube, has become very, very toxic. So what I try to do, I'm trying to do my part to purge the toxicity that's on YouTube, to separate the wheat from the tare. All subscribers are not good subscribers. All money is not good money. So that's why I always say, hey, man, if you don't like the content, you can leave, unsubscribe, block yourself, don't never come back again. I'm not the guy that's going to beg for subscribers or kiss their ass. My is I have a message. If you can identify with the message, now I have a lot of people, they don't agree with everything that I say, but I come from a pure place. I come from a pure place that I love the sport of boxing, and that's it. But is there anything else you want to close in, Mike?
Oh, all I want to say is, man, I appreciate what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I will be watching every day. I might not call every day because I'm at work.
Yeah.
But I appreciate what you're doing, man, and thank you for bringing back boxing the way it needs to be brought back to you, you know?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Mike, man. Shout out to Mike from Delaware. Salute, fam. First time calling. That's all I care about, dog. That's all I care about. Don't worry about it. I will handle it. I handle it myself. Shout out to Arlette. Arlette, what's going on, sis? Shout out to my sister Arlette. Salute to Arlette in the building, man. Salute to Arlette. Tell them why you're mad, son.
I just with my moms, you know what I'm saying? That's my word.
Still living with their mama. Owe their baby mama $50. Owe their mama $25. Arguing online all damn day about two fighters that are multimillionaires. You didn't even support your king, Deontay Wilder. As a matter of fact, let's do this. You didn't even support your king. You talked all of that Wakanda Zamunda shit to me. Only to come to find out that you niggas is broke for real and you ain't even look it up. According to Michael Benson, it was released by Dan Rafael. Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius reportedly did around 75,000 US pay-per-view buys, according to Dan Rafael. That's all y'all can come up with? Is that all you can come up with? You say he was the face of boxing, right? You say he was your king? And this ain't no slight on Deontay Wilder. But I'm saying, you ain't got no supporters like that. You went all around the chitlin circuit on these Alphabet Boy channels. Guess what? It didn't help you. It didn't help you get the pay-per-view sales up. They ain't got no money, dog. They do a whole lot of talking, but it's fake talk. It's fake love. Wilder, I'm going to tell you something. As soon as you tell them you ain't going to give them no more interviews, they're going to turn on you. True. That's what they did to Crawford when he wouldn't even give them no interviews. They hate Crawford because he won't even give them an interview. Soon as you get out of line and say something that they don't like and cut them off, guess what? They will attack you. True. You know how I know? They're attacking Blue Blood Sports TV right now. Dudes who was down with them for 75 years, all of a sudden, they're attacking them. Us YouTubers ain't nobody. I would say, salute, Coach. The video with David Manager talks about money. It's on YouTube. ID Boxing Time. Okay, yeah. Time step 233 about 519. I can't post the link. Okay. Yeah. Hey, thank you so much, fam, for letting me know that. Yeah, because he talked about the money. Basically, what they were saying was they secured the funds. Shout out to KDR. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Salute to you, fam. Salute to you, fam. Salute to you, my brother. Thank you so much for the
down from the bar. There's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Shout out to Tu Abuela. Hey, okay. For becoming a member, man. Thank you so much for Tu Abuela for becoming a member. Call, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Rick Ricardo, San Antonio. What's up, Coach?
Rick, what's going on, fam?
Yes, sir. So, no, I just want to touch on the topic. So, yes, obviously we know what the numbers came out for the Wilder fight. The thing is that what people need to understand, just people in general, whether you're a casual just falling in or people who like to take sides. In this case, the reason why it flopped is because you got to look at the track record of the promotional outfit. Start all the way back from the beginning of the year with Ortiz and Martin. Line up all the pay-per-views. Some have numbers, some don't. And that's really what the problem is. The problem is these guys are putting on pay-per-views they're not supposed to, and people are not going to keep paying for that shit. Not only that, you got those who are streaming. So the problem is not the fighters themselves with me necessarily. It's really the promotion or the matchmakers and the poor handling of these guys' careers. Top it off with inactivity. So that's really what's killing some of these guys' standing in the sport. Look at like I said, look at the other people on their roster. For example, I'll do an example out there. The Charlo twins, American fighters. How many twins have ever been in the sport doing their thing like the way they're supposed to be doing it? I mean, Jermel's doing his thing, but Jamal, on the other hand, they're not being promoted right. They're not being marketed right. They're not being matched with certain fighters to put them in certain positions of stardom. So people, just like we look at resumes, look at how these guys are being matched. Look how they're being promoted. In this case, it just happens to be PBC. People, bitching over networks and this, that, and the other. That's another part of the problem is, people want to take sides, but it has to do with how these guys are being marketed and being promoted. They're not being promoted right, and it's not getting paid off. The other issue I wanted to talk about was the Adrien Broner going over to BLK Prime, Crawford going to BLK Prime. They're a new entity, and of course, let's give them a chance. Let's see what happens. My only thing is this: we've seen Rock Nation come into the picture before. We've seen the Trillers come in before. That would be my only reservation. Are these guys going to be able to cross promote? Are they going to work with other networks? Are they going to try and give us the fights that we want? Hell, for $40, that's a fucking deal, in my opinion.
Bro, I want you to understand something. I think this app, they're not a promotional company. It's just a streaming company. It's a streaming app.
Just a streaming app. Okay.
It's a streaming app. Yes, okay. So they're not promoters. They're not, You know, it's just a platform to stream a fight. That's it. They're not, and I think a lot of people are mixing that up. A lot of people are saying, "Yeah, man, you know, like what you just said. Rock Nation came in and Triller came in, and these guys are not promoting the company. It's just a streaming app. Who is going to promote this fight? I have no idea. Which promoters that are going to promote this fight? I don't know. I don't know nothing, fam. Okay. I do know that BLK Prime is a streaming app. That's all it is. That's it.
Well, like I said though, as long as they're able to, if they're going to use this platform, these promoters use this platform. Hey, man, be cross promotional, get the fights that we want, and they will get the support of the people. And that's my call, Coach.
All right, shout out to Ricky Ricardo. Yeah, a lot of people thinking that this is a promotional company and they coming in throwing it, doing this and no, they're not a promotional. It's just a streaming platform. That's it. And I say this all the time, guys. I say this all the time. When the truth doesn't fit the narrative, the truth is a hard pill to swallow when it doesn't fit the narrative. The truth is a hard pill to swallow when it doesn't fit the narrative. Some people, when they dislike a person so much, they disregard the message. Those are narrow-minded individuals. What I want to do, I want to purge my platform from narrow-minded individuals, whether they're YouTube channels, members, or subscribers. Don't make me know, never mind. I want to drop the napalm bomb and purge them. That's what I want to do. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, this is Jay from Oregon. What's going on with you, Coach?
Jay from Oregon. Talk to me.
Yeah. So I'm a recent subscriber. I just got to say, listen, I do really, really appreciate your content. I love what you do. You're charismatic and you got an interesting and, I feel like another perspective that needs to be elevated more than a lot of the other narratives. There's just a couple quick, I don't even know if you want to call them criticisms, but just because, of the title, and I like to, think outside the box, I want to get your perspective on this. Do you think it's the best argument, or I guess why is it that people find it such a compelling argument to be like, well, if you're not buying these fights for the people that you support or claim to support, then your opinion is irrelevant. The only reason why I ask why is that's a go-to because people like Terrence Crawford, who I support, there's a bunch of fans of his that don't pay for his fights too. So I'm asking, what point are we really making by accentuating that so much?
I got you. You know what? That's a damn good question, Jay. And this is what I have to say on that. You're right about that. People buy what they feel is worth buying as it relates to fights. I don't feel like if you don't physically buy the fight that you don't have an opinion. That's not true, because there are many different ways to support a fighter or a fight, than just your dollars. If you take your time out, if you spend your time, and your time is the most valuable asset that you have in life. Why? Because once you spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 20 minutes on something, you can never get that back. That's the most important currency that you have, your time. So if a person don't purchase a fight, maybe they don't have the money to purchase it. So I'm not even tripping on that. What I'm doing, Jay, is this. There's a narrative that's being put out there by certain people that, we support all of our fighters, but you in one breath, but you attack those very same fighters that you say support that look like you in another breath. So what I do is I take it a step further. Not only do you should have racial double standards when it comes to supporting your fighters, but you don't even financially support the fighter that you say is the head honcho of your organization. So that's all I'm pointing out, fam. It's not a big deal to me. It's not a big deal to me, but I'm talking to a specific group of people, and I'm pointing out their hypocrisy and double standards as it relates to the message that they're putting out there on YouTube. That's all I'm doing, fam.
I see. I'm glad you said that. So what you're basically saying is, listen, if you're trying to convince me that this fighter is worth so much more than this other fighter, why aren't they worth your money?
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I see. I mean, that makes it nice. My only other criticism is this, and I'm gonna get up off here, but bruh, do not mix in. I see this, the term Wakanda niggas. I understand the concept, right? But do not conflate that with Zamunda. I rock hard with Zamunda, and they are not the same. Brother.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
Don't disrespect the domain of Prince Hakeem.
You're right.
We can go at it.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. Zamunda and Wakanda is different. You're right. You're right. Hey, salute. Hey, salute to Jay from Morgan, man.
Yeah, let us go, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And this is the thing, right? The reason why we're growing as a community, because the people tired of the foolishness, man. Somebody had to come out and say it, dog. I just come out and say what a lot of people are afraid to say. I'm not on your favorite YouTube channel side of the fence. I'm dolo. I'm not a part of no group, no cliques, no crews. I'm not joining nobody. I'm standing on my own square. I'm going to tell you why. Because I've been on YouTube for a short time, and I've seen every YouTube channel turn against each other and attack each other and fall out with each other. 1 minute they're in love, the next minute they calling you bitch ass niggas, and I'm going to pull up, and I got shooters and this and that. I ain't on none of that, dog. Let's get back to boxing. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Alfred. I'm calling from Brisbane, California.
Alfred from California. Talk to me.
How's it going, man? How are you? Great show. Really like the content. And I just wanted to add something that about pay-per-views, man. I got to say, there's certain pay-per-views I will buy. One pay-per-view in particular that I bought a while back that I could remember was because I wanted to see these guys blossom. And I thought that there was a big chance that these two guys, and somebody mentioned the Charlo twins earlier, when Charlo fought Derevyanchenko and Jermell fought Rosario, I thought that was a great fight, man. I thought the Rosario fight was super awesome because he devastated Rosario with that jab to the body.
Yeah.
And then the Derevyanchenko fight, I thought that was a good barometer for Jermall, and I was really high on those guys. I was thinking, man, look at how Jermall just fucking manhandled Derevyanchenko. What is he going to do to Triple G? What's he going to do to John Ryder? What's he going to do to all these guys in 160? And then what happened after? It pancaked. It flattened out. I mean, not Jermell. Jermell, you know, all due respect, Jermell's better of the two twins. He's undisputed. He earned it. He fought the fight. He lost. He came back. And it's how you come back. It's the risk you take and how you come back. And he, in my opinion, got my respect. Jermall, however, I don't know what's going on there. I kind of just lost. You know, if they came out with a pay-per-view, you know, next month, think about this. Gabe Rosado has had more fights since Jermall beat that tomato can Montiel. Let that sink in. Gabe Rosado has had 3 fights since that fight. What does that tell you about how and where boxing is going with these pay-per-views? Are we supposed to pay for these pay-per-views when the guys aren't even taking stay busy fights? And not only that, but they're making careers out of taking stay busy fights. What I mean, these guys are making careers with C-level fighters. And this by Bud Crawford, the fight I've been wanting for years, the fight we've all been wanting for years. They are jerking us around, and I'm glad there's MMA. I'm gonna take myself off the air.
Yeah, for sure, man. Shout out to Alfred from Cali, man. Salute. Yeah, I get your frustration. I get your frustration, fam. Crawford, Spence. I said I ain't even talk about them no more. There's no need to talk about them. Crawford got a fight coming up. I'm gonna watch it. Probably go out there. Probably go watch that fight. I've never been to Omaha, so I'm thinking about going to that. More than likely, I'm probably end up going there. But again, dude, like this is the boxing community. I mean, just imagine women who love boxing. And women say, you know what, I'm going to join this YouTube community and boxing. I want to talk about boxing like Fissiana Fights and Bless 365 and Arlette and Lisa Bells and all these different people, right? These women. And they see all these men acting like some bitches. They're like, these niggas is some bitches on this shit. They're like, Lord, where they do that at? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Jerry, Coach, calling from Beemore.
Jerry from Beemore, talk to me.
How you doing, partner? Still the best doing it, brother. You do it right.
Go ahead.
Wow. I wanted to piggyback a little bit off of what the guy was saying about Wilder and Wilder's pay-per-view. There are no pay-per-view stars in boxing here in the United States. Canelo Alvarez is the top guy. And if you compare his numbers to the Floyd Manny era, he's about half or less. And even the 90s heavyweight, there are no pay-per-view stars. And people who thought Wilder was that, they were misled to think that. However, your opponent matters.
Yeah.
This guy was, I mean, if he would have fought, say, Fury again or AJ, now you're looking at bigger pay-per-view numbers. I mean, just that simple.
Yeah.
But his handlers were correct to put him in there with a walkover fight. You don't want to bring a guy back after 2 losses like that against a top-notch guy. You want to bring him back in a fight just like that. I mean, I would have liked to have seen it go a few more rounds and to see him take a couple punches to see, because really we didn't get any answers to any of the questions about Wilder. I mean, we always known he can punch like that. I mean, we've always known that. But the questions that need to be answered didn't get asked in that short time frame there. But he gets in there with one of the top guys. The numbers will be better. How much better? It's hard to say. I also wanted to comment just briefly about this BLK, is it, that has emerged, signing Broner and Bud supposedly, and
you talking about the streaming app?
I mean,
the streaming app, yeah.
Yeah, the streaming app, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of confusion there. I mean, I admire, I guess Blue for his ambition, because in business, nothing ventured, nothing gained. And that's what I was told when I started my business, because I was scared to do it, because I had to take a loan out and stuff. And, but a couple other guys that had been in business told me that. And it's true, nothing beats a failure but a try, you know, so you got to try.
Got to try, yeah.
Yeah, but, man, I mean, just from my simple business perspective, they're taking a hell of a gamble, especially if you keep hearing this $10 million number. I mean, I love Bud Crawford. He's probably my favorite fighter, but there's economics involved in, taking a gamble. That's understood. It has to be done. But unless they got some heavy investors over there that are willing to overlook what the numbers and simple business, good common business sense, I mean, I just don't know. And really, I'm 50-50 that the fight even comes off, because I've seen these independent promotions, and we've seen with Triller, we've seen a couple months ago an independent card that got canceled.
They're not. Yeah, but I don't think. But remember, this is a streaming app. They're not a promotional company, so I don't know who's promoting this fight.
I realize that, but somebody's putting up the money.
Yeah, and that's not my concern. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. My job is not to worry about who putting up the money, where it's coming from. That's not my concern. I just want to see the top guys fight the top guys. I want to see Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight each other, whether they fight for undisputed or not. I do want to see that fight. I want to see the best fighters fight the best fighters. Where the money coming from, Jerry, I don't give a damn. That's not my concern as a boxing fan.
I get it. I've heard that before, and I'm pretty much with you on that. But the reason I concern myself with the money is because I know without the money, the fight ain't going to happen.
Right.
So this is why, when you hear guys like me being concerned about the money or the promotion and stuff, because I know, if that's not there, fight ain't happening, and all we're going to do is wish for the best to fight the best. It all shifts and pivots on where the money's coming from, Now, but one other question I got for you is,
because we got other calls calling in, so I need to wrap it up.
Okay, well, just one last thing. This is a streaming app, so they're going to be the ones to televise. You just have to get that app, and that's how you watch the fight.
I think so. I'm not sure. There's a lot that I don't know, Jerry. I'm the type of guy, I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot that I don't know about this company. Don't know a whole lot. So as time goes on, we'll find out. You are right by being 50-50 to see whether this fight will happen or not. December the 10th, we will find out whether this fight will happen or not. But there's a lot I don't know. But we'll see. I got to do some more research on how to watch the fight and stuff like that. But I don't know anything, to be honest with you.
All right, bro. Thank you.
Shout out to Jerry. Shout out to Jerry calling from B-More. See, that's one thing about me, guys. I'm not the smartest guy in the room, right? And if it's something that I don't know, I'm gonna tell you, dog, I don't know. And sometimes the best answer is I don't know. And if people are hesitant about buying this fight, you have a right to be hesitant about buying it. We don't know what we don't know until we know it. We'll find out. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's good? This talk of boxing, Coach Malachi. I want to give a shout out to you and your platform, bro.
What's your name
I
is again,
appreciate
brother?
all of the work that you do. I'm from Tough Love Boxing, locked in.
Tough love boxing. Where you from?
I'm from I live in Houston by way of the Bronx, the Boogie Down Bronx.
Oh, the Boogie Down. What's up, man? Tough love boxing from the Bronx. Talk to me.
What's good with you, family? Hey, I just wanted to tell you right quick, man. I appreciate the way you conduct yourself on your platform because you show a lot of respect to the people that support you and everything like that. A lot of these channels, I ain't gonna lie, I used to visit the Alphabet Boys and listen to their channel, and it just started going left. I still support Blue, but just to make it quick, because I know you got other calls, man, I called into one of these channels one time, bro, left a little super chat after the first Devin Haney fight when he was getting all of that disrespect. He still wasn't getting his just due. And no lie, all I said was, they out there disrespecting Devin Haney. And I thought I called into the right platform because they always talk about black this and black that, right?
Yes, sir.
He got mad and said, yo, I don't know about people disrespecting Devin Haney because I be in first class. I don't be down there in the gutter with the low class people, so I don't know what you're talking about. And then after that, a week later, they make a video talking about how Devin Haney not getting his props. So I was like, man, what in the confusion is going on here? So I just said, listen, man, I just appreciate the way you always show love to the people that support you. You don't insult them, but I feel like some of these channels, they got a little too big for their britches, and they started losing touch with the people that support them and the people that follow them, and they just started pushing a bunch of narratives. And up until you said it a few weeks ago, I really wasn't under the impression that YouTube channels get paid by promoters to push out certain narratives. So I appreciate that you're not for sale. That's all I got to say, Coach. Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir. Salute, fam. Salute. Yeah. Again, I tell people time and time again, they say I'm getting paid. I'm like, who paying me? Hey, please tell me who paying me? Who paying me? Please let me know. Shout out to Passion for Beauty. What did he say? He said, Coach, I listened to an intelligent boxing fan break down how Ryan beats Tank. It sounded so good. Yeah, exactly. Like, like these guys can't understand fight film. Hey, shout out to boxing. Hey, let me tell you something, boy. You want to know something about how to break down fight film? This dude right here, man, boxing gems, man. Boxing gems film study. This brother right here, man. I found his channel, man. His channel is a breath of fresh air, man. His channel is a breath of fresh air to me. For real though. And listen, I'm not on in the circle. I don't get none of the interviews that those other guys get. You know who getting paid. You already know who getting paid. Call what's the name? Where you calling from?
Big Blunts and Boxing out of Maryland, baby. What's good?
Big Blunts and Boxing. Talk to me, fam.
Look, Coach, I just want to call because I don't think I heard anybody call and it said yet, but we gotta get some props to Rick for being right on the numbers, man. He dropped me first on your channel. Everybody acting like Dan got something to do with it. Rick told everybody what the deal was, so I feel like a lot of people need to put some respect on Rick's name and listen to the shit he's talking about, because clearly he's doing something right. So my call is for Rick, man, for you and Rick.
Hey, man, shout out to Big Blunts and Boxing, man. Hey, yeah, they don't like Rick, man. Rick is on the I don't like list, so they ain't gonna give him his props, but it is what it is. Salute. It is what it is, man. Let's give everybody a round of applause one more again, man. Everybody a round of applause. I just call it the way I see it, dog. I call it the way I see it, man. Again, my channel, I'm not popular amongst your favorite YouTube channels on YouTube. The bigger channels, the ones who've been around a long time, none of those guys like me. I don't care. A lot of their subscribers, some of them starting to come around now, and they're coming over here subscribing, and some of them, they hate my guts. I don't care. I came in this game by myself. I'm a body bag and toe tag by myself, and I'm a lead this BIH by myself. I love the sport of boxing more than I love a particular fighter. I love the sport of boxing more than I love your favorite YouTube channel. I love the sport of boxing more than I love a promotional company or a promoter. That's all I care about. I'm not worried about who getting paid what and yada, 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 yada. Man, can we get the fights? Shout out to WCS, though. Shout out to WCS, World Comeback Sports. Salute the YouTube fam. And there are YouTube channels that I'm all right with that don't get along with each other. And there's some guys I rock with. They're really some good guys. And they don't rock with each other. Guess what? That ain't got nothing to do with me. And if there's a channel I don't rock with, I'm not gonna hold you accountable and say, man, I don't want to see you over there. You really got dudes, you really got YouTube channels. They sit around and look at other people's chats. You got some of these channels, they're looking at my chat right now. Some of their moderators and subscribers are looking at the chat right now, and they're taking screenshots. Oh, we saw that bitch ass nigga WCS over there at Coach Malachi chat. Yeah, we ain't going, he can't come back over here no more. He come back over here, we gonna block him. I ain't pro Canelo. I'm not pro Lomachenko. I'm not pro Terrence Crawford. I'm not pro Errol Spence, pro Deontay Wilder, pro Tyson Fury, pro Robert Helenius. I'm pro boxing. I ain't gonna deride for your fighter, homie. And my relationship with you has to be predicated upon being pro from promo company or your favorite fighter. Guess what? You can have that relationship, fam. I'm Gucci, baby boy. And I mean that. And this is the problem. You dudes don't love boxing. You love pushing narratives. You love pushing lies. You know the channels who own the tape. You can tell how hard they go for a particular fighter or a particular promotional company. I'm a new booty to the game. I'm new. I don't get none of the interviews, and I'm fine with that. I don't care nothing about the interviews, and to be honest with you. So if I'm getting paid, please tell me. I don't interview any of the fighters. I don't get any exclusive access to nobody. Guess what? And I ain't willing to do nothing to get exclusive access to nobody. To anybody. I'm good. Some of you dudes, I hear y'all doing some strange things in them hotels when y'all go to Vegas in order to get access. I ain't gonna say no names, but you know who you are. Coach Malachi, I'm good over here. I'm good. I'm on my own island, dog. I'm on my own island. It is what it is, man.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Hello.
You ain't gotta like me, man, but when y'all mention my name on your channels, respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
I'm coming with that heat over here, boy. You better collectivize.
Well, I respect your ambition, Willie, but you got to have vision. Now, I run every kind of bitch, every kind of place, and I know one thing. When it comes down on you, you either collectivize or you run like a solitary rat.
Yes, sir. We don't play over here, boy.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
I am the Wakanda nigga killer. Oh, Lord, I swear to God, when I see that whole ass nigga Coach Malachi ways, I'm gonna put them paws on him. Nigga, Wakanda forever, bitch. Oh, Lord, he threw Wakanda through that fence. Wakanda is dead. Oh, Lord. Yes, sir. We don't play over here, man. It is what it is. But we want to send a shout out to our good brother, man. You know who.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying, Al Heyman, I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
I don't want Jerry or nobody coming over here calling, talking about Rocky Marciano neither. And I mean that.
What about Rocky Marciano?
Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something once for all. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit.
He beat Joe Louis's ass.
When they come over here talking that nigga-splaining and talking that what kind of language, we got to tell them to shut that soft ass shit.
Shut that soft ass shit up.
And the best man
Shut that soft. That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got to. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Y'all didn't support your boy. You got some niggas playing in it.
We must
internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination, would only circumvent, circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
And for all the lovely ladies out there, if you're looking for a husband, I got one for you. You feel me?
And by the way, ladies, and I'm telling you the God's honest truth. By the way, ladies, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. By the way, ladies, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. I had a dream, and spirit confirmed to me in the dream that I'm supposed to have 2 wives. And since it came to me in my dream, it is official and it is authentic. It was approved by the heavens. They will not be the same complexion because I don't want to be accused of being a light-skinned supremacist or a dark-skinned supremacist.
It is what it is, man. And you know what we're going to do? I came in kind of hot today. Pause. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a prayer to the Wakandas. Hopefully I said something today that made you psychoanalyze, reevaluate, do inventory in your brain so that you can see the error of your ways. I'm going to say a prayer.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
Yes, sir. It is what it is.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Yes, sir. You know we beat that boy. And shout out to my dog, Booger Ray. Booger Ray, the greatest promoter in boxing today. Booger Ray Leonard, a.k.a. better known as, like I said before, Leonard Evans.
Make it last forever. Don't let I love you.
And listen, guys, don't be giving these YouTube channels more power than what they are, right? Us YouTubers, we're nobody but content creators. And just because a YouTuber get a certain interview with certain people doesn't mean that they are, King Kong or Godzilla. Nothing more, nothing less, right? You never know what that person did or had to do in order to get access to that. Sometimes things are not always what it appears to be. You get what I'm saying? Some dudes are really doing some big boy stuff. Now, some dudes are doing some big boy stuff, but for the most part, it is what it is. We just dudes with a camera and a microphone giving our opinion, and certain dudes do certain things in order to get access to, to whatever. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest with you.
Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No, I ain't saying
Kid Capri?
I didn't say
Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I tell you something. Money, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
Shout out to my dog, AB. AB about me. It is what it is. We're going to make it do what it do, man. We going out like this here, baby boy. Shout out to everybody who called into the show. Shout out to Ivo Dave from Cali. Shout out to Undisputed Talk. Shout out to Troy from B-More. Shout out to Electro Jared from New Mexico. Shout out to Jared from Tampa. Shout out to Frank from South Florida, from Fort Lauderdale, Lottie Dottie. Shout out to Corey from Texas. Shout out to Martin from Oakland. Shout out to Theo and the Tool from Jacksonville. Shout out to Raleigh Moolah from Phoenix. That was a good phone call, brother. Shout out to Adrian from Dallas, D-Block, D-Town. Shout out to Mike from Delaware. Shout out to Rick from San Antonio, Ricky Ricardo. Shout out to Jay from Oregon. Shout out to Alfred from Cali, Killer Cali. Shout out to Jared from B-More. Shout out to Tough Love Boxing from the Bronx, BX into his aisles. Shout out to Big Blunts in Boxing from Maryland. It is what it is, man. Once again, it's on, man. Shout out to all of the moderators. Shout out to all of the members. We're growing. We're gonna lose some. We're gonna gain some. It doesn't matter as long as we stay true to heart, stay true to what we believe in, our convictions as it relates to the sport of boxing. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna weather the storm. We're gonna come through the storm, and we're gonna shut it down. Let them know. New Media Today USA Boxing. There's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Coach Malachi Williams. We are the hottest YouTube channel in the YTBC with this daytime slot. When I say daytime slot, I'm talking about the 3 o'clock slot. It is what it is. Pound for pound, guess what? It is what it is, baby boy. Once again, it's on. It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, signing out. New Media Today USA Boxing. Salute to everyone. Jaime Rivera, Knockdown 305, Mata King Boxing, Lady Shan Dutton season. You know, the one Mr. Ham, Schoolo X-Man, Old Dirty Boxing, Major Key Boxing, Mark Nash, my main man, Boxing Gyms, WCS, Mr. Warren is in the building, Con Shinery, Older. It is what it is. Whoever I forgot, man, you know, it is what it is. Once again, it's on. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.